All right, Howard, in just a moment, you should see my, let me go live on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm looking for it here.
Cool. And I think I have the thingy here. Copy link address. Howard, I'm going to PM you. Hey, everybody, we're just getting, if you're just hopping on the call, welcome. We're going to start started in just a minute. I just got to get all this technical mumbo jumbo up and running. If you're watching this on the recording, just fast forward a minute or two, unless you want to watch me do all this technical stuff, which you're more than welcome to. And if you can't see it, Howard, I'm going to try PMing it to you now.
I think I've got it actually.
All right.
Let me check.
Make sure it's the right one. I've got this. I just sent you something via chat, via Google Chat. And let me know that's what you have.
Yep, that's it.
Is that what you got?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Check it in a separate browser just to double check, which is what I'm doing right now. Awesome. Cool. All right. Cool. Go ahead and send that out, and then we'll get some more people on. And let me go back to Zoom. All right. Cool. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna max this thing out here. So we're definitely gonna need to be live on Facebook. So, hey everybody, make sure you grab a pen and paper. There are too many of you guys in the chat. So I'm gonna guarantee you I'm gonna miss some of you guys saying hello. But if you just hopped on, if you can hear me, type your name, just say what's up, just let me know you can hear me, let me know you can see me. All that fun stuff. We're gonna get started here. Got you Brandon and Maratza and Larry and Glenn and Linda and Muhammad and Robert and Raymond and cool, that's you, Howard, and Eric and Valentino and Raymond and Elizabeth. Awesome, cool. And Onye, I hope I'm saying that right, and Joanna and Ryan and Chuck. Awesome, we're cool, guys. We're gonna max this one out, and 18 new messages just popped up. All right. So, and James and Edward, awesome. Cool, Suzanne, I see you. Very cool. Awesome. Again, guys, we're going to get started in just a second. I'm making sure that my live is coming through on my Facebook. It doesn't seem to be. Let me try something here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Cool. And then now we got a whole bunch of people on Facebook now too. Cool, got you, Larlin and Gugu, and I hope I'm saying that right. Got a whole bunch of people on Facebook now too. And Stephanie, awesome, cool. All right, so we're gonna get started in about 30 seconds once Howard comes back from doing the thing. And ooh, let me mute this because I'm saying that right. Where's my mute? All right, and just let you know, if you're on Facebook, there's a 90% chance I'm gonna miss your question because it's like over here. Hey, Charlotte, how are you? Awesome. Cool, Edward, by all means, turn your cap backwards. That's what cool people do, especially if it's a Miami Dolphins cap, because that's what cool people wear, because we're doing really well in the off season right now. So yeah, so anywho, and free agency. All right, so we are 3 people away from maxing this thing out. Howard, let me know when you come back, and then we will get started. Everybody, make sure you grab a pen, make sure you grab a pad of paper. And one thing I will say before we get started, this is not one of those trainings where I'm going to teach and then have a big pitch at the end. I have no problems with those kind of webinars. Zero. I think they're awesome. I think they add value to the marketplace. That's just not what this is. What this is, what we are doing today is all I'm doing is I'm saying, let's imagine that each of you paid $500 to be here. Just imagine. And my job in the next 2 hours or so is to teach you how to start an affiliate marketing business from scratch. That's all I'm doing, is I'm pretending like you all paid a bunch to be here, and I'm just delivering on the promise of breaking down how to start an affiliate marketing business from scratch. That's all this is. It's just free training. You're hanging out with me. I will let you know what tools I use. I will let you know what resources I use. If you want to use the same tools and resources, awesome. If you don't, that's awesome too. I don't care. I'm just going to give value on this call. The best thing that you can do at the end of this training is actually just go do what the hell I tell you to do. That's it. The biggest gift you can give me is as far as payback is number one, go do it. Number two, make a commission check from it. And then number three, help somebody else out if you can. That's what I want you to do. Okay. That's it. Say, all right. That's it. So Howard, let me show you guys my mug. It's got my tea in it. This is what you should do every day. Okay. Wake up, drink coffee, poop, and be awesome. Although I have tea in my mug today. I sometimes have coffee in it. All right. So let me know when Howard, you back yet?
Almost.
Okay, cool. We'll give you a couple more minutes and then we'll get started together. Cool. Yeah, that coffee mug is awesome. Yep, webinar is at its max, and I feel bad for anybody that that cannot get on Zoom. It's okay, which is why we're opening it up on Facebook as well, so that everybody can hop on, because there's unlimited people who can hop on Facebook. So cool. Patty, give your grandmother. Oh, your grandmother lived to be 101. That is awesome. High five. Very cool. She was correct in what she said. Again, everybody, we're getting started in just a minute. Hey, it was great seeing you too, Anthony. Thanks. Yes, some of you guys might have seen me on the KBB thing with work. That's all right. With Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi and Russell Brunson, and that was a lot of fun. And Jenna Kuchar, she's pretty cool. She's pretty badass. If you saw me on that, then yeah. It's so funny. Like, a lot of you know me, and I'm just killing time until Howard comes back. Howard is just knocking out one thing. Then we're going to start this training. A lot of you guys know Howard. He's one of the coaches for 12-Minute Affiliate. When he comes back, we're going to officially start. So I'm just killing time till he starts to make sure that he and I are both here with you. But it's so funny that a lot of people know me from like when you see me on stage, because like I MC a lot of events. And so people see me on stage and they're like, Devon, how come you don't do internet marketing? And I'm like, I do. And then the people who know me from my list and from my 12-Minute Affiliate, when they see me on stage, they're like, holy crap, what are you doing on stage? And I'm like, I do both. So yeah, but all my events have been canceled because of this Corona stuff for like the foreseeable future. So I'm just going to decide to double and triple down on training. So yeah. Again, everybody, we're going to get started in just a minute. Just waiting for Howard to get back. He's just knocking something out real quick. And hopefully you guys all have a pen, all have a pad of paper. Hopefully you've set aside as much time as possible. I saw that message, Edward. Hopefully you've set aside as much time as possible, at least 2 hours. I don't know how long we're going to go. We're going to go until I'm done teaching. It's just going to be one of those. We're just going to have a good time with it. And we're going to answer questions as much as we can. And we're just going to go from there and have a blast. So,
and Devon, I'm just waiting for AWeber to finish sending. It's in the process, but
send?
we're ready.
Did you push send?
Oh yeah, it's going. It just hasn't come out yet.
We're good. Let me double check that it came in your inbox or something like that in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, I'm watching. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Just double check that, and if it didn't, let me know. So, all right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, if you gotta, we're recording this. Fingers crossed it all works. And sometimes there's technical difficulty. So be here as long as you can. So with that, this is me, boop, boop, officially getting started. Hello, everybody. My name is Devon Brown, and I want to thank you so much for being with me today. Today is Wednesday, April 1st, 2020. And even though it is April 1st, this is not an April Fool's joke. This is an actual live training. What we're going to do during our time together today is we are going to go over step by step from scratch how to start an affiliate marketing business. What I'm doing with this training is I'm pretending that all of you are like me from 15 or 20 years ago. And basically, I'm telling myself what I wish I had known all those years ago and how to do this affiliate marketing thing, at least the basics, right? The step-by-step on how to get started with this affiliate marketing thing if I was first starting. So a couple things before we jump into the content. The first thing is, normally when I do trainings, I do them, free trainings like this, I do them for my 12-minute affiliate members. There are probably 60-ish% of you who are on this training who are already part of 12-minute affiliate. Consider this our team training. I decided to open this call up, though, to everybody on my list, and I decided to open it up publicly to my Facebook because of all of the coronavirus stuff that's going on right now. Right now, there's a lot of you who are stuck at home. There are a lot of you that are quarantined. There are a lot of you that are losing your jobs or having your hours cut back. And so I thought it would be cool to just do a free training for everybody, just as my way of paying back. As I said earlier, if you missed this, I don't have anything to sell you on this call. This is not a webinar where I'm going to pitch at the end. Not that there's anything wrong with that, okay, at all. I'm just going to, that's just not the purpose of why we're here today. All right, I'll save that for next time. So with that, if you are ready to get started, do me a favor and type a 1 or type a yes in the chat if you can hear me, if you can see me, and you are ready to get started. Or if you're on Facebook, type a 1 or a chat in the comment section, or yes or whatever. Awesome. We are good to go. Now, what we're going to do, I've got a special gift for you guys today as we jump into the content, is I've got a guide that I'm going to use to follow along that Howard and I put together for you. And by the way, I've got a guest with me. His name is Howard Giles. Howard's one of my team members. Howard is the coach for a lot of you who are part of 12-Minute Affiliate. When you get one-on-one coaching, you end up talking to Howard. Howard and I have been working together for years, and so he's going to be hanging out with us. Howard, you there?
I am here.
Cool, awesome sauce. So Howard will be hanging out with us as well. So let me show you guys my screen right quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this guide that we're going to be following along with. And a little bit later, I'll give you access to this as well, just for free, because it'll be easy for you to follow along with. Share screen, share. Howard, let me know when you can see my screen.
What is your screen showing?
It should show the guide that we worked on.
Got it? Yep.
You got it? Cool. Awesome. So all of you guys should be able to see my screen. And as you can see, it says how to start an affiliate marketing business from scratch. Now, you can take notes on this stuff if you want, but a little bit later, Howard and I are going to give you all of these notes. We're just going to give you this link. We've got a shortened version of this link that we're going to give you. Howard, can you drop that in the chat for me and make sure you drop that on Facebook as well?
Sure.
Howard's going to drop it there so you guys can follow along as well. But I'd rather you guys focus on me and what I'm teaching and not read too far ahead. But Howard will go ahead and drop that in the chat for you guys as well. And what this says here is how to start an affiliate marketing business from scratch. Notes and resources from Devon Brown's live training on April 1st, 2020. If you want to shortcut this process, you can check out 12minuteaffiliate.net and just go to this link. And what I want to do is we're jumping right in is I want to start off with ingredients. From a 30,000-foot overview, what is it that you're going to need in order to make money as starting your own affiliate marketing business? Well, what you're going to need are 5 things. Probably a good idea to jot these down on a piece of paper. The first thing you're going to need is you're going to need something to sell, right? And the great thing is we can find that pretty much anywhere, right? Ideally, the thing that we want to sell, I'm going to enlarge my screen a little bit here, is going to be in a broad niche. What I mean by a broad niche is a niche where there are lots of products and where it's easy to find traffic. The 3 biggest niches are make money online, weight loss, and personal development. Those are the 3 niches that I choose from, okay? There are some schools of thought that says go really nichified, and that's a great school of thought. I'm not here to argue that one is better or worse. I'm just here to tell you what it is that I do, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing you're going to need is you're going to need targeted traffic. Again, so I want you to think imagine we're baking a cake here and all the things that we're going to need. The third thing we're going to need is we're going to need an opt-in page. The fourth thing we're going to need is we're going to need an autoresponder, a way to follow up with people automatically. And the fifth thing we're going to need is we're going to need some follow-up messages. These are the ingredients that we're going to need in order to start our affiliate marketing business. Because, and let me stop sharing my screen for a second. All right. Because here's the thing, and I just need you to understand this. Just stop what you're doing for a second and listen to me and pay close attention. In order to make money online, here's what you need. Just listen to me for a second. You need something to sell. You need people to sell it to, right? You need people seeing whatever it is you're trying to sell, and then assuming they don't buy the first time, which they probably won't, you need a way to follow up with people. That's it. Write that down. In order to make money online, simply stated, we need an offer. We need something to sell. We need people seeing what we're trying to sell and assuming they don't buy the first time, which they probably will not. We need a way to follow up with people at virtually no extra cost to reoffer them, because here's the thing. Remember this. This is a golden nugget. People buy when they are ready to buy. Write that down. People buy when they are ready to buy. So as you enter this venture, I want you to understand that when you send traffic to an offer, to a product, and somebody doesn't buy, don't get pissy because, oh, the offer sucks. Oh, I suck. Oh, no. It's just that they weren't ready to buy. And there's a million reasons people don't buy the first time. The offer is not the right thing for them. They don't know who you are. The offer was too expensive. But 5 days later, they might get a paycheck and you might be telling them about it for the third time. And they're like, this is the third time I've seen this. You know what? I've got money now. I'm going to go buy. Okay. So I just want you guys to understand that concept that people buy when they are ready to buy. All right. So going back, the 5 things we're going to need an affiliate product to sell. We're going to need targeted traffic. We're going to need an opt-in page. We're going to need an autoresponder, and we're going to need follow-up messages. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you. And we're going to walk through all this stuff together. By the way, if you have any questions that are pertinent to this thing, you can type them in the chat or type them in the Q&A or type them on Facebook. Howard's going to kind of eyeball that stuff for me. And then he's going to, Howard, if you just see something you want to interject, just ask me. If you see a whole bunch of questions coming up on something, just kind of interrupt, because I'm not looking at the questions. Is that cool?
Sure. Yeah, you got it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Sharing my screen again. Okay. So now that we know the ingredients that we need, we know the 5 ingredients that we need, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to need to know where to find each ingredient, right? Where are we going to go shopping for the stuff that we need? For ingredient number 1, I said is we need a product to sell. I never said you needed to create your own product. I said you just need something to sell. Where do we go to find that? Well, we go to one of 3 places, generally speaking. We can go to ClickBank, we can go to JVZoo, and we can go to Warrior Plus. Those are the 3. And by the way, for some of you, this is going to be pretty basic, but it's always good to review the basics. And this is going to get a little bit more advanced as we go. We can go to ClickBank, we can go to JVZoo, we can go to Warrior Plus. Those are what we call affiliate networks. Those are places where product owners post their products and they want you to try to sell their products. How much does it cost to join ClickBank or JVZoo or Warrior Plus? Nothing. It's free to do. That's it. That's cake. Do you need to join all 3? No, you don't. We're starting from scratch. So if you want to start with one, just start with one. But Devon, which one should I start with? Honestly, I don't give a flip, because the thing that you need to understand is that action trumps everything. I know people who crush it with ClickBank. I'm on ClickBank. I know people who crush it with Warrior Plus. I send a lot of offers and traffic to Warrior Plus. I don't care what you do. I care that you do something, if that makes sense. Howard, does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Cool. Awesome. So what kind of product do we want to find on one of these affiliate networks? Well, there's an old saying, and the saying is you can never be too rich or too thin. And the idea behind this phrase is that whenever you're marketing stuff that has to do with people getting what they want, people getting more money, people getting the body they want, stuff like that, then that stuff has mass appeal. And generally speaking, because it's got mass appeal, it means that there's billions of dollars to be made in these niche markets. And it also means that there's going to be a lot of different products for you to choose from, which is something that personally I look for. So the reason that I mess around with, I'm going to make this up, the weight loss niche broadly, and not something really, really, really specific, is because there's a whole bunch of different stuff for me to sell. And I'm going to assume that when I try to sell something to people the first time, there's a good chance you're not going to buy. So I want a whole bunch of backup products. So the reason I deal with the weight loss niche, the make money online niche, and the personal development niche is because in those 3 niche markets, there's a lot of different products to sell. My personal favorite is the make money online niche, because that's the niche I'm in. I am biased. Personally, I am. Admittedly, I don't care which one you pick. I care that you start with one and that you're consistent. Listen to me very carefully. I'm going to stop sharing my screen again. I need you guys to hear me on this. More is not necessarily better. Devon, I have 13 niches. Why? Because more is better. No, I can make multiple streams of income if I have more niches. No, you can't. Write this down. Here's a golden nugget for you. Write this down. Here's a golden nugget for you. Multiple streams of income is a tool of the rich. It is not a tool to get rich. I'll say that again. Multiple streams of income that are, let me clarify that. Multiple streams of income that are separate from each other is a tool of the rich. It's not a tool to get rich, right? So if you want to break and have different businesses that are completely different in different industries and different niche markets, and you're like, oh, I can have multiple streams of income. No, because if you have 10 hours a week to spend on your business and you're starting from zero, you're going to get better results if you just focus on one and give 10 hours in 1 week to one thing, as opposed to 3 hours to 3 things or 2 hours to 5 things. Okay, so start from there. Once you get something working and it's making you money with minimal effort, then you can diversify, okay? But I'd rather you start with just one. So I'd rather you just start with one niche. And for the purposes of our example today, I'm gonna start with the make money online niche, right? And just start from there, okay? You're not missing out on anything by not doing everything, okay? Hope that if that makes sense, type in yes or in the chat or one, or if that's helpful as far as you guys understanding that you don't have to do everything at once. Cool, awesome, cool. All right, so going back to sharing my screen. And by the way, we're gonna do all this stuff together. Okay, for ingredient number 2, we're gonna need traffic. And by the way, we're gonna put these ingredients together in a slightly different order. Devon, where do I get traffic? I would go to undergroundtrafficreport.com. That'll show you where to get traffic. Just write that down for right now. Don't go there right now. Don't click on anything. Just jot it down. I'm going to give you this document. You should already have this document. Just kind of listen to what I'm saying. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering about Facebook and Google and YouTube and these major traffic centers. I'll be honest with you. I don't too much screw with Facebook and Google and YouTube. I'm not telling you not to. I'm telling you I don't, because there are a lot of rules, and Facebook will shut down accounts like nobody's business. Facebook is notorious for shutting down people's accounts. It's like stupid. Like I have somebody who manages my Facebook for me, and we've had like 3 accounts shut down. It's dumb and it's really frustrating. So when I'm first starting off, again, like if I were to go back in time and talk to myself, you know, I would say, hey, why don't you start off with solo ads? Just make sure that the solo ads are legit. Quick note on traffic. If anybody's offering you traffic for like 5 cents a click or 10 cents a visitor or something like that, they're probably lying to you. Don't buy that crap. 50,000 visitors for $12. No, that's not real. But they guarantee unique visitors. I don't care what they say. I mean, if it's under 60 or 70 cents, then I'm probably not buying it. Real talk. Per click, per visitor. That is. So don't. 50,000 visitors for $100. They're lying. Don't buy it. Don't waste your money. Okay? So that's number 2. The third thing we need is an opt-in page. How many website builders are out there? How many different places are there to build a website? You've got ClickFunnels, you've got 12-minute affiliate, you've got lead pages, you've got Kajabi, you've got, heck, Aweber even has its own opt-in page builder thing. Do I care what you use? No, I don't care. Use whatever you want to use, whatever is easiest for you. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to tell you what to do, okay? You need an opt-in page builder. Devon, which one's best? Whichever one you pick, okay? That's the answer. I use ClickFunnels already. Awesome, use ClickFunnels. Devon, I have 12-minute affiliate. Great, just use that, okay? Devon, I'm using Aweber's built-in opt-in page builder or Get Responses built-in opt-in. Whatever, I don't give a flip. Just use what you got. Cool? All right. Ingredient number 4, you need an autoresponder. If you don't know what an autoresponder is, an autoresponder is just a thingy that it's a machine that captures people's email address and sends them messages automatically. That's what an autoresponder is. The one I use is Aweber. Do you have to use Aweber? No, that's the one I use, just telling you what I use, okay? And that's what I'm gonna be doing this training on today, okay? Howard, anything so far?
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Cool, thank you. And then ingredient number 5, you need follow-up messages, meaning when somebody leaves you their email address and says that they're interested in something, you're going to need to follow up with them, and I'll show you where to get those. The best place to get follow-up messages is from the product you're going to promote. I'll explain what I mean by that in just a moment. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for the seconds. Yes. Cool. Awesome. Oh, cool. I'm getting a lot of yeses, and I'm getting a lot of this makes sense. Now, what I've done is I've drawn this out for you guys. Can you guys see my super awesome art here? If you can, let me know if you can see my art. Holy crap, we're going to have a bunch of people on Facebook. Hey, if you're on Facebook, I'm not checking the Facebook chat, but by all means, type in and let us know that you're going on. Howard's watching stuff for me. Just know that I'm not seeing, and there's a slight delay on Facebook, but I love you, and thank you for being with me. And invite a friend. All right, because we're going to be here for a while. So, if we're watching my super awesome, clearly I failed at art class, and that's okay. I still love myself. What do we have? Here's how the whole thing, when we put all of our ingredients together, here's how it looks. We start with traffic, and we're going to send the traffic to an opt-in page. And an opt-in page is just a page that says, give me your email address. Hey, person visiting this page, give me your email address. Now, some of you may be thinking, Devon, but I learned that I need what's called a lead magnet, and I need to give something away. No, you don't. I don't. But Devon, why are people opting in? Because what we're going to do, and this is very important, is after they opt in, we're going to send them over to whatever the product is that you're promoting. So let's say you found a product on ClickBank, right? And that's the product you want to promote. After somebody opts in, they're going to go over here to this product. So what, and again, we're going to do this live. So what this opt-in page says is it says, hey, want to discover this? If so, opt in and I'll send you to this. So what I do is I use my opt-in page for, as a pre-sell for whatever the heck it is I'm selling. Okay. Cool. Cool. Howard, anything so far? Howard, you there?
Here, I couldn't find the mute button or the unmute button. No, no, nothing to add yet.
Okay, cool. All right, now, after somebody opts in, remember what I said before. So, traffic comes to this page. Quick question, yes or no? If you send 100 visitors to this page, are 100 people going to give you their email address? No, hell no, of course not. So when you buy 100 visitors and they come to this page, don't expect more than 15, 20, 30 of them to give you their email address. That's a fair number. Now, of the 15 or 20, 30 who give you their email address, are all of them going to buy this product? No, the vast majority of them are not. I wish too. But Devon, I'm going to spend money on traffic and people aren't going to buy anything the first time. Yes, congratulations. That's how it works at first. What we're doing is we're playing a numbers game here, folks. And if you're not willing to play the numbers game, then don't even get started. Because the longer you play this numbers game, the more sales you're going to eventually make. Remember what I said earlier, people buy when they are ready to buy. You have to understand that. And so often, and I know I'm guilty of this, when I first got started in this game years ago, I would send traffic to an offer and people wouldn't buy, and I'd be like, this sucks, I'm gonna go try something else. And that was dumb, and I shouldn't have done that because I was very impatient, right? I'm not worried about, like, we're doing this is a special training, and I'm not worried about what happens in the next 30 days or the next 6 months. I'm worried about where you are in the next year. Like, you have to plant seeds today, and those seeds are not going to sprout until later. But if you had done what I'm going to teach you here 5 years ago, 3 years ago, you'd already be where you wanted to be. Okay, but it took me 7 years to figure this out, so I'm not throwing stones. All right. Howard, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to speak up when you're asking questions. Don't type it in the chat because I'm not watching the chat.
Gotcha. Somebody asked, talking about the opt-in form, could that be an opt-in or a lead page?
Yes. So let's be careful of the verbiage we use here, or let's clarify the verbiage we use here. If I say opt-in page, if I say squeeze page, if I say lead capture page, they're all the same thing. It doesn't matter. Here's the question. Is the page a relatively short page that asks somebody for their email address? If so, then it's an opt-in page or a lead capture page or a squeeze page or whatever else people are calling it these days, right? And the thing is that the wording on this page that gets them to opt in ensures that they're interested in not necessarily this particular product, but whatever niche this is in. And that's the important thing, okay? So an opt-in page that says, discover how to lose 15 pounds in 5 days, I'm making this up, and somebody opts in, this better be a weight loss product, because that just makes sense. And the stuff that you promote to them better be about weight loss. If this says, discover how to, use the law of attraction better than you ever thought possible, then they're obviously interested in personal development. And so what you'll want to do is make sure that this is a personal development offer, and the things that you offer them are personal development in nature. Does that make sense? Hopefully that answers the question.
Yeah, and while you're talking about that, another question is, do all autoresponders allow affiliate marketing?
That's a good question. The answer is no. Well, the short answer is no, they don't. Aweber does, GetResponse does. Some of them allow affiliate marketing, but the thing is, like, for example, ActiveCampaign does not allow direct affiliate marketing, I don't think. Don't quote me on that. But some of them are kind of finicky about it. And a lot
of it has to do with the link that you use in your email.
Right. Yeah. MailChimp, I don't screw with too much. A lot of it, like Howard said, has to do with the link that you use in your email. So a lot of times when I'm mailing an affiliate link, I'll use a link shortener or a link masker. I'll use something like ClickMagick. A lot of them, what they want you to do is they want you to, after somebody opts in, they want you to send them to, and we're not going to do this today, but I'm just kind of, for some of you guys who are more advanced, a lot of times what they'll say is, hey, send somebody to a bridge page first, like an intermediary page. A lot of times what they look for, I was talking to ActiveCampaign a couple of years ago, and they said, hey, Devon, if you want to sell this affiliate product, that's fine. But if you're going to mail your list, if you're going to mail the people who opt in here, send them to one of your pages first, and then send them over here. And that's but I mean, for the sake of conversation, if you guys are using Aweber or GetResponse, you're not going to have to worry about that. So for the sake of keeping things like overly simplistic, let's assume that you're using Aweber or GetResponse, and let's assume that you're not messing with what they call an intermediary page or a bridge page right now. I love bridge pages. I love getting somebody to opt in and then taking them to a page that says, thanks for opting in. Now I'm going to pre-sell you even more on what I'm about to sell you. But just for the sake of gross oversimplification, the fact that many of you guys are going to be using different systems, let's kind of keep this simple. We're going to assume that you're using Aweber, okay? We're going to assume that you're using Aweber, and we're going to say once somebody opts in, you're able to instantly take them to what it is you're selling. And we're also going to assume that in your follow-up messages, you can directly promote whatever it is you're selling, okay? Does that make sense, everybody? Type in your chat. Let me just know that we're all on the same page. Cool, awesome, very cool. We good, Howard?
Yes.
Cool, awesome. All right, so what was I saying? So traffic is coming to an opt-in page, right? We're gonna get traffic, and by the way, the traffic needs to be niche-specific traffic. So if this is a Make Money Online offer, it's Make Money Online traffic to a Make Money Online opt-in page to a Make Money Online offer, because that just makes sense and things need to be congruent, all right? And after somebody opts in, we assume that they're not going to buy, which is why we have follow-up messages that resell them on this product. And again, this is just the beginning. This is just how we get started from scratch, okay? That is how this works first and foremost. So we all clear on this, kind of how this looks from a 30,000-foot overview, all right? Yeah, don't buy traffic on Fiverr, says Dan. Dan is correct, all right? Don't buy cheap, crappy traffic. And let me just go ahead and say this. If you, just as a general rule of thumb in life, often you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. If 5-cent traffic existed and was super legit and awesome, then dollar a click traffic wouldn't exist. Think about that for a second. Often you get what you pay for, and it's better for you to, you know, pay $1 or $1.50 or whatever per visitor and get 100 visitors and get 20 opt-ins than to pay $100 for 10,000 visitors, have all 10,000 of those visitors be fake, and get 0 opt-ins. Okay, get 0 people to opt in to enter their email address here. Okay?
Yeah, Devon, you may have mentioned this and I missed it, but about Udimi as a traffic source. Udimi can be a very good traffic source. They have a lot of vendors on there, so you really need to be careful, do your homework, do your due diligence, and look at their statistics and the reviews and things like that.
Right.
But yes, somebody asked about Udimi on Facebook, so that is another source, and it's one we provide some information on in one of our trainings.
If you're a part of 12-minute affiliate,
That's
again,
right,
probably
if you're part
60%
of
of the
12-minute
people on this call are in 12-minute affiliate. The other 40% are not. So the point is, you know, as far as traffic, that's why I gave you guys this guide. Let me go back to sharing my screen again. As far as where to get traffic, just go to undergroundtrafficreport.com. But understand that for Udimi as a traffic source, which I know is out there, Udimi is just a place where a bunch of traffic providers hang out. The goodness or the badness of that traffic is dependent upon the traffic provider, not Udimi. So traffic vendor or traffic provider number 1 could be awesome. Traffic provider number 5 could be crappy. I don't know. So without going into too much detail, just to keep that in mind. All right. And sometimes higher opt-in rate does not mean better traffic. I would rather have, if I buy 100 visitors, I would rather have 100 visitors, 20 opt-ins, and 2 sales. I'm making up numbers, as opposed to 100 visitors, 70 opt-ins, and no sales, because that tells me that those 70 opt-ins are suspect. So just take that with a grain of salt. Anyway, we're going to get into more on that in just a second. All right. So we need ingredient 4 autoresponder, ingredient 5 follow-up messages. We're going to get the follow-up messages from the offer that we're going to promote. I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. So let's jump right into this. Let's jump in, and we're going to do this step by step together. Howard, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
All right. So everybody, clear out what you're doing. Just clear out your brain and just work with me here for a second. What does it say here? It says step 1. Sorry, I'm shrinking. My chair is acting a fool. Step 1, find a product you want to sell. 2 of my favorite products are low ticket products and automated webinars. Lower ticket products, I'm talking about things that are under 20 bucks. Lower ticket products are good because they convert higher, because at a lower dollar amount, it's less about relationship. If you're trying to sell something for 500 bucks, there's a lot more relationship that's involved. If you're trying to sell something for 14 bucks, then it's more about how awesome the product sounds and less about the money and less about the relationship, right? That's why I like lower ticket products. If you want to sell a lower ticket product, Warrior Plus is probably my favorite place to go to with regard to selling lower ticket products, because I can rack up $7, $10, $15 commissions all day on Warrior Plus. Okay. Webinars I like promoting as well, because if somebody attends the webinar and they watch the webinar for 45 or 60 minutes or an hour and a half, then the person presenting the webinar has a better chance of selling that person and selling them for more money because a relationship has been built. Okay, so if you're asking me what to promote, I personally like lower ticket products because they make a lot of money, and I like webinars because they give a chance for a better quality of buyer. So for the sake of our exercise, what we're going to do is we're just going to go over here. We're going to do this in the Make Money Online niche. I'm going to come over here to ClickBank. And here on ClickBank, if you don't have a ClickBank account, it's free to create one, right? I'm not going to go through how to create a free ClickBank account or a free Warrior Plus account or a free JVZoo account. Most of you on this call should be able to do that. If you cannot use ClickBank, go create a Warrior Plus account. If you cannot use Warrior Plus, go create a JVZoo account. You should be able to create an account with one of those 3 affiliate networks. Just go create a free account. Click on Create Account, walk through the entire process, and by the end, when you walk through the entire process, you'll end up having a username or a user ID in ClickBank. JVZoo, Warrior Plus look a little bit different. For the sake of this conversation, we're just going to use ClickBank. Cool? Awesome. All right. So here in ClickBank, I go to what's called the Affiliate Marketplace. Affiliate Marketplace is where you find the products that you want to sell. Okay. Then Again, the major niche markets that I deal in are what? Make money online, weight loss, and personal development. In ClickBank, make money online is called e-business, e-marketing. Weight loss / fitness is under health and fitness. That's pretty obvious. And then personal development is under self-help. Okay. When I click on one of these, by default, it shows me the most popular product in that category. But ClickBank also has subcategories. So you noticed here that the first product here is dating advice for women, which is not what we're talking about, right? So what I can do is I can scroll down here under self-help and say, oh, motivational and transformational, or go under success. And that's where I can find the personal development stuff. And then it'll arrange products by popularity. And I can, oh, here's one about how to manifest what you want. Awesome sauce. That might be a good product. This amount here is the amount that you end up earning, and every affiliate network is a little bit different. And then gravity is this thingy here, is just a formula that ClickBank uses to rank products. Okay? Don't even if you don't know what the hell it is, doesn't matter. Higher the gravity, awesomer-ish, and just promote it because it doesn't really matter. Okay? I'm not trying to get into too many details. Right? If I go to health and fitness, I can find products there. And the hottest one is called Lepitox, and the second one is Resurge. And if I want to see what the offer looks like, I can just right-click and click on Open in a new tab, right? And I can see what this offer is about. And you can see this is a weight loss offer. It's a celebrity doctor's affiliate after dinner ritual melts 3,000 trillion pounds. And the question that I'm asking myself is, does this have mass appeal? Right? Is this going to be appealing to the masses of people who want to lose weight? And this product looks like it might. So this might be a product that I might want to promote. Once I've created my ClickBank account, then if I want to promote a product, there's two ways to do it. One way is to click on this promote button here, right? And then I can type in my account nickname, and then I can click on generate hop link, and this will be the link for my affiliate product. That's one way to do it, okay? Now, I'll show you the other way in just a second. And Howard, you can jump in if you need to. The next way is if I go to e-business, e-marketing, and I go here into ClickBank, e-business, e-marketing, that's the make money online niche. What we notice is, hey, look at that. 12-minute affiliate, which is my product, is #1 in ClickBank. High five, yay me. It's because it's awesome. Now, listen to me very carefully, okay? One way to promote a product is to click on the promote button once you've created your account, type in your account nickname, and click on generate hop link. But that's not necessarily what I want you to do. You can do it to grab your link, but you're going to need other tools, okay? What we're really going to need is to access what's called our an affiliate page or a JV page. Let me explain what this is and what happens. Let me stop sharing my screen for a second. All right. Listen to me very carefully. And I see some questions here that I'm gonna answer. When somebody creates a product and puts it on ClickBank and puts it on JVZoo and puts it on Warrior Plus, right? Then if they're smart, what they will also do is give you a bunch of materials to help you promote their product. Those materials are found on what's called a JV page. JV stands for joint venture, or what's called an affiliate page. So what you want to do for the offer that you want to promote is you want to find a JV page or an affiliate page, because that is going to give you other options as far as tools that you're going to need in order to promote. All right. Hopefully the person, a lot of times, if an offer does not have a JV page with pre-written emails and pre-written done for me stuff, then I won't even mess with the offer because I don't feel like creating that stuff myself. Okay. Howard, any questions?
Not right yet. Not right.
All right,
now.
cool. So that being said, let me go back and share you my screen and kind of show you what we're going to do for the sake of us building this out together. Now, share screen. Okay, so if I go to this JV page, you'll see it says affiliate page right here, and it'll give you the link. And then the second offer has an affiliate page, and it gives you the link. And this third offer has an affiliate page and it gives you the link. Now, quick side note, I happen to know somebody had asked about webinars, that if I just right click and open in a new tab and right click and open in a new tab and I right click and I open in a new tab, I can see what the sales pages look like, what the pages that I'm probably going to be promoting looks like, right? So here's one where this looks like a webinar because it says register now. Oh, this is a webinar. That's cool. All right. Here's one where it's not a webinar. It's a sales video. All right. This one is a webinar. It's a free training. Okay. And this one is a sales video. Okay, that's cool too. High five. All good. All right. So this is the one for 12-minute affiliate. This is the JV page or the affiliate page for 12-minute affiliate. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. You see where it says affiliate link swipes and graphics? Normally what happens is that people who create products are smart enough to say, hey, here are the email swipes that you'll need. Here's the tools that you need. But they'll also say, here are other pages that we have if you want to promote those. Sometimes they'll say this, not always, but sometimes. So for 12-minute affiliate, for example, we have different funnels. We have funnel number 1, funnel number 2, funnel number 3, which is an actual webinar, funnel number 4, funnel number 5, funnel. We have 6 different pages that you can promote. You don't need to promote all 6. You can just pick one. For the sake of this conversation, I'm going to promote this one, which is the auto webinar, okay? Because I want to promote a webinar for the sake of today's example, all right? And this is my link that I would use to promote that page. And here is what it looks like, okay? All right, so I've got my link. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here to my notepad document. I'm just gonna paste my link there so that I have it, okay? Now, let's go back to our instructions. Sorry, okay. So the first thing we did was we found a product that we wanted to sell. For the sake of our exercise, we found this product here, and this is a webinar. Now, listen to me very carefully. Whatever you choose to promote, and I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a low ticket product, a sales video, for mid ticket, or a webinar. It doesn't really matter to me. You pick something to promote that looks like it has mass appeal. Once you've picked something to promote, you want to make sure that you grab the headline from the page you're going to promote. We're going to need it in just a second. And so here's what I'm saying. If this is the page we're promoting, this is the headline. Okay? We're going to grab this and we're going to paste it in our notepad document because we're going to need this a little bit later. Okay? And I'll explain why we need it in just a second. If this is the page that we're promoting, then this might be the headline. Okay, or some variation of this might be the headline, okay? I'm gonna need the headline a little bit later, so make sure you jot down the headline for whatever product you choose to promote. Does that make sense, everybody? Just quick check-in, type in, let me know that we're all on the same page, that you guys are following what I'm saying. Charlotte says, do affiliate and JV mean the same thing? Yes, for all intents and purposes, an affiliate and a JV are the same thing. Really, the only difference there's some differences, but it doesn't matter. For the sake of our conversation, it does not matter. Okay? Doesn't matter. All right. All right, cool. So where are we? So now we found our product, right? We grabbed our affiliate link and we grabbed the headline from the product that we're going to be promoting. And I put them in a notepad document because it's easiest for me to put them in a notepad document. That's what I like to use. Okay? Awesome. Now, I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. I'm going to go back to my instructions here, okay? Now what I want to do is I want to go into, so I've got the product that I want to promote, right? If you guys can see, I know I'm kind of shrunk on this. It says affiliate sales page here in this product. Howard, can you see what I'm pointing to?
Can see you're pointing, but nobody can read it.
Okay, thanks. We've got this thing. Can you see that now?
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. We've got this. The product that we're going to be promoting is right here on our blueprint. This is what we just grabbed, right? You created your ClickBank account or your JVZoo account or whatever. You found a product. You grabbed the affiliate link, and you grabbed the headline from the product you're going to be promoting. That means this part is what we've got done. Okay. Cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our Aweber account and we're going to create a new email list inside of our Aweber. Real quick before we do this, I need you to understand, this is not going, I could do a 2-hour training on just setting up Aweber. I'm not doing that today. I'm going to go kind of fast, just follow along and understand what I'm doing. And you can go back and watch the replay as far as how to do it, or call Aweber and ask them to help you or whatever. If you're in 12-minute affiliate, you can get coaching or something like that. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into Aweber and I'm going to set up this part of the thing down here. I'm going to set this up here. Okay. So share screen.
Hey, Devon.
Yeah.
Just to answer a question, the reason we're using the headline from the sales page is because you want to be congruent.
We're going to get to that. Don't go into that yet. If you guys are wondering why we're using this headline from the sales page, I'm going to go into that. I'll show you where we're going to use it. Just grab it for right now, and I'm going to go into where you're going to use it in just a second. And in a little bit. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me know when you can see my screen, please.
Got it.
Cool. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to go into my Aweber. Oh, shoot. And I'm going to log in. Do we have a backup Aweber account or anything, Howard?
I think we do, but I don't have it handy.
Okay, don't worry about it. All good.
We have some test lists in here.
Exactly. Oh, we did. That's not right. Hold on one sec. All right. My Aweber will look different from yours. Okay. And once you log in to your Aweber, Howard, let me know when you can see the screen, please.
Go ahead.
Cool. What we're going to do is we're going to come over here to manage lists. And we're going to click the button, create a list. Each of these thingies here is called a list. The whole thing is called a list, but each of these individual thingies here is called a list. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new list. I'm going to create my list. And it's going to say, what's my company name? What's my company website? I can leave that blank if I want to. What's my address? You do need to have an address there. Nobody's going to write you any letters. Don't worry about it. That just keeps you legal. You have to have it there in order to be legal. What is your name and what is your from email address? That is not the right email address. We'll use this one, right? And then we'll click on next step. I know I'm going through this kind of fast. Some of you are familiar with this. Some of you are not. Just kind of bear with. Now, what is your list name? Understand that when you are naming your list, the only criteria I would tell you is to name it something that's easy for you to remember. So what are we promoting here? Well, we're promoting this 12-minute affiliate webinar. That's the sales page that I'm promoting for this particular offer. So I might mail it that. I might name it that, excuse me, because that just kind of makes sense. I don't care what you name it, just name it something that makes sense to you. Okay? Don't make it super crazy long or anything. There's no right or wrong answer here. Just make it make sense. So I'm going to name it 12-min affiliate. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to name it 12-min webinar. Something like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just doing that because I have a million lists and I don't want to mess something up. All right. So it says briefly describe the emails that your subscribers are going to receive. Generally speaking, what I like to do is whatever the niche I'm in. So in this case, we're in the Make Money Online niche. So I'll just say powerful information on how to make money online. Or I would say powerful information on how to lose weight if I was in the weight loss niche. Or I would say powerful information, get what you want out of life if I was in the personal development niche. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Don't overthink some of this stuff. Okay, then I'm going to click on next step. And it's going to ask me, I'm going to go ahead and just skip all this stuff and click on approve and create list. Okay. And when I do that, it'll pop up here. Okay. I've got my new list. And then I need to go into list options and list settings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my double opt-in. Now let's talk about double opt-in for a second. If the traffic you're driving to your opt-in page is real traffic, then I like to turn my double opt-in off. Because the truth of the matter is that a good number of people, the vast majority of people, if they opt into your list, what double opt-in is it's a confirmation. It says, hey, so Mary comes to your site and opts into your page. And then Aweber sends her an email and says, are you sure you want to be on Billy's list? And then Mary's like, if Mary doesn't click confirm, then Mary doesn't get on your list. So you lose a lot of subscribers that way. If the way you are driving traffic is legit, I like to turn this off. Okay, and then I'll click Save Settings. And then what I'm going to do is here under List Options, there's something called your unique list ID. I'm going to go ahead and grab this as well. Okay, I'm just going to paste this on my notepad doc that's got everything that I need. This notepad document is just holding everything for me, because I know I'm going to need it at some point in time, right? I'm going to need this. I'm going to need this at some point in time. I'm going to need this unique list ID at some point in time. So I'm just copying crap over here. All right. Now, let me stop sharing for a second. All right. Now, what happened is what we kind of created without knowing about it is you see this little box on this opt-in page? What we created is we created the thingy that happens kind of behind the scenes in this little opt-in form. That's what we created, okay? And now that we created the stuff that kind of goes on behind the opt-in form, we've created a place for people to land. When somebody types in their email address here, there needs a place for them to land. And that's what we just created. And now we need some follow-up messages that are going to go out to back to this person if they opted in. Okay, because we're going to assume they're not going to buy on the first time. All right. So, what was I saying? So now that we've created a list, now what we need to do is we need to add follow-up messages, or what Aweber calls campaigns, to the list. Because what we want to do is we want to make sure that when somebody opts in, they get a message that says, "Welcome to my list. Go buy this product." And then the next day they get a message that says, "Hey, did you buy this product yet?" And then the next message they get a day that says, they get something that says, "Hey, did you buy this product yet?" And the next message they get something that says, "Hey, did you buy this product yet?" That's what I want them to do, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back into our Aweber. Awesome, Charlotte, if this is making sense. Cool beans. Share screen. And Howard, walk me through this. So Aweber recently just changed something, and they use something called campaigns. They don't use follow-up series anymore, really. So I'm old school. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here to messages, and we're gonna click on campaigns. Is that right, Howard?
Correct.
Cool. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a campaign. Is that right?
Yep.
What the hell I'm doing. And then what are we gonna create a blank campaign?
Yes.
Sure. We're gonna create a blank campaign. We're gonna give our campaign a name. Now, here's the fun thing about what we're doing together, guys. I am used to doing something a certain way. Aweber has recently changed the rules, but I'm still used to doing it the old way. Because Howard is in here with you, with a lot of our 12-minute affiliate members every day, he's much more comfortable with this than I am. Does the fact that I'm uncomfortable with this stop me? No. I'm just going to go in there and do some crap. If I need help, I'll pick up the phone and call Aweber. They give you their phone number, or I'll go search for a YouTube video on how to set up an Aweber campaign, because not knowing how to do something is a dumb reason to not do it. I can learn how to do it. All you need to know is that you need to add some follow-up messages, and that the way you do it is through what's called campaigns, and the rest we can figure out. And there's somebody else who knows the answer. You can just find the person who knows the damn answer. Now, what am I going to name this campaign? Honestly, something that just makes sense to me. So I named the list 12-minute affiliate webinar. I'm going to name this 12-minute affiliate follow-up. Does that make sense? Is that good, Howard?
Yes.
Cool. And then I'm going to click on create. And then it's going to say, welcome to the campaign editor. Select a trigger to begin your campaign. That's what I do is unsubscribe.
That's correct.
So this means when somebody opts into your list, you instantly want to start sending them stuff. Yes, I do. Bloop. Awesome. And then it says drag an action here to build your campaign. Fun fact, this is the first time I'm using this. I kid you not, I've never used this before. So I'm just following instructions.
Yeah,
I wanted
send a message.
to send a message. That's what I was going to do. I'm just going to drag that over here. Why? Because it said drag an action. So I'm just going to drag.
You're actually creating a flow chart of sorts.
All right. So what Howard's saying is he's creating what Aweber is asking you to do is create a flow chart of what happens when somebody opts in to your list. When somebody gets on your list, what is the flow of things you want to happen? Okay. So the first thing is they opt in. The second thing is they get a message, right? Well, what the hell is that message? I'm going to click on create message, and then I'm going to click on HTML editor. Okay.
Why?
Why? Because you want to send messages out in HTML. HTML, let me stop sharing my screen for a second.
We always have used drag and drop.
Okay. Oh, did we not? Sorry, my bad. Don't listen to me. Let me back up because I just screwed something up. This is why I have Howard on this call with me, guys, because just in case I mess something up. Send message. Send message. Create message. Sorry, don't use HTML. Use drag and drop. Don't listen to a word I just said. Use drag and drop. Thank you, Howard.
And you're not sharing your screen in case you don't know.
Haha, that's what I get. Oh yeah, because I was going to explain something. That's why. Thank you. All right, so just let me explain something real quick. If you send a message in what's called plain text, then you can't you guys know when you open an email and the email says click here, you can't do that. And then you click on it and it takes you where you want to go. You cannot do that in plain text. And it's also harder to track open rates in plain text. So don't use plain text. Use what's called drag and drop editor if you're using Aweber. Okay?
It's the easiest way to go anyways.
Yeah, it's the easiest way to do it anyway. Howard is correct. And thank you for share, screen, share. Cool. So now let me go back. I messed up. I need to update my credit card. Look at that. So let me remove this.
Yep.
So we'll start over. It says start on campaign. What do you want to do? Send a message. Create. All right. This is what I want to do. Well, Devon, you need to create a message. I'm going to go into there, create a message. I'm going to click on drag and drop. Okay. And now it's going to say, great, Devon, what do you want your message to say? Listen to me very closely. If you're starting from scratch, there's a really good chance that you don't know what the hell you want the message to say. Do you remember earlier, and I want everybody to check in with me on this. Do you remember earlier when I said you want to pick an affiliate product that's got what they call an affiliate or a JV page, and you want that affiliate or JV page to have tools that you can use, like emails that are already written stuff. Do you guys remember when I said that? Type in the chat. Let me know if you remember when I said that. Awesome. This is why, because I don't want you to have to write anything from scratch. Okay? This is why. Right? So, and there's other ways to do this too, right? You can write stuff from scratch. You can, if you're a good copywriter, do your thing. I love writing messages from scratch. But if you're just starting out, here's what I want you to do. Now Aweber is saying, hey, put a message in for somebody to receive. And you're like, what the hell should the message say? Well, all we're going to do is this. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go back to the ClickBank marketplace, right? This is the affiliate page of the product that we're promoting. And what we're going to look for is something called swipes. So I'm just going to find my swipes. And oh, look at this. I've got all these. It says click here to grab swipes, right? So it's got these pre-written messages. And all I'm going to do is click here to grab the swipes because this is what I'm promoting, right? So I'm going to click here to grab the swipes. And it says automated webinar email swipes for emails. Then I'm going to click on that. And it says make sure that I type in the affiliate link correctly with my personal ID. So make sure you personalize your affiliate link. But, oh, look at this, email swipe number 1. And I'm going to delete this in a second. All right, look at that, email swipe number 1. Cool. So what I can do is I can copy this And I can make sure that I replace the X's with my actual affiliate ID, copy. I'm going to come over here to Aweber. I'm going to paste this in here as the body. Oop, that's not right. Sorry. Where was it? Here. Nope, here. Copy. We'll see. Hopefully that grabbed it. Come over here to Aweber. Paste it in there. Boom, just like that. Now I didn't have to write crap. A couple things I want to do here. I want to, oh crap, we didn't do a signature file, did we, Howard? My bad.
No, we didn't, but
that's right.
It's easy to do.
It's easy to do. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this font a little bit bigger. I'm going to make it a font size 15. Now these links are not right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that these links are right and they have my actual affiliate ID in there. Okay. And then now that I have, this is my actual link. Okay. What I want to do is I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to cut this link actually. And every time there looks like a place for me to have a link, I'm going to highlight. I'm going to click this little button that says turn something into a link. And then I'm going to paste my link in there and hopefully I'll get a green check mark. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to come down here, see you on the training. Oh, I'm just going to right click here. Got my green check mark, click OK. And now somebody, when they receive this email, they can click here. And all this is going to do is take them back to my affiliate link that I was promoting anyway. Now, this, if you notice on the affiliate page, this was the subject line. I copied one of the subject lines. So what I'm going to do here, this is the first message that's going out, is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go to edit my message. I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to say something like, thanks for opting in. We're about to start. Are you coming? Okay, something like that. And now I've got the message in there. And the one thing that I need to add here, my bad, is called a signature file. For now, understand that because you have your email, because you have, you put your address in, and because Aweber like automatically inserts your address, for now I can literally put warmest regards, Devon Brown. And that'll suffice for right now. Is that cool, Howard, for the second conversation?
Yeah, that's good.
That's good enough. All right. Cool. Do you guys see how I got my message in there without having to write anything? This is why it's important to find affiliate products with emails already written for you. So you don't have to, huh?
A point of clarification.
Please.
Somebody was asking, should you have a call to action to inform the prospect that they have to click on the hyperlinks to join the webinar?
Great question. The answer is you can. That's a great question. What the person is asking is, whenever you have what this is called a hyperlink, right? Anything that's clickable, that's called a hyperlink. And what the person was asking is, should this be what they call a call to action verbiage? Like, click here right now. You can absolutely do this. So this says join the training now, which is kind of call to action-y. If you wanted to change this to click here to join the webinar, that's 100% good. You can do that too. If you wanted to change this one to click here, the webinar, you can make it say whatever you want. The main thing is, does it make sense? That's the most important thing. Does it make sense? And normally makes sense to tell them the action you want them to take. And so if you just put click here, that's 1000% good. All right.
Most people are trained to that phrase anyways.
And most people are trained to click on blue links in emails anyways. So you should be okay. You should be good to go. Cool. So now we've got our email message in there. And this is the first message they're going to get when they opt in. I'm going to click save and exit. Cool. All right. So what happens? Somebody opts in and they get a message. Then what do I want to happen? So I'm going to make up days of the week here. No, I'm not. Day number 1, I don't care if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Somebody opts in, they instantly get a message. Thanks for opting in. Oh, I misspelled opting, but whatever. Spell it right next time you do it. Thanks for opting in. You know, here's the information you asked for, right? Or whatever. Then what we want to do, that's day number 1. Then we're going to wait. I'm going to just drag this over here, and it's going to say wait 1 day. Do I want to make it wait longer than 1 day? No, I'm good. We'll just make it wait 1 day. Then what I want to do is on Tuesday, or on the next day, I want it to send another message. Okay. What's the message I want it to say? Create message, drag and drop email builder. Howard, where do I go find the second message?
I'm sorry, Devon, can you say again?
Yeah, where do I find the second message to add here?
Well, you've got swipes, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to go back to the affiliate page with all the swipes, right? So if I come back over here, this is where my swipes were, right? Email swipe number 1, boom. Email swipe number 2. Copy this. Oh, that's a short one. Copy. Come over here. Paste that. Really? Hold on. Paste this in here. This was the subject line. Remember, they are asking to receive information on making money from home or making money as an affiliate. So cool, right? Make this bigger so that they can actually read it. I like to use like a 15-point font, all right? Make sure that this is the right actual, my username in it. Make sure it's the right affiliate link. Now, by the way, why did I copy my affiliate link earlier? This is why I copied my affiliate link earlier, so I wouldn't have to keep typing everything, right? It says, click here to see yourself how this works. Highlight, link, paste, got my green check mark. Okay, to your success, Devon Brown. Hey, this is the second message they're going to get. Quick side note, if I click on save and then I click on preview and test, I can actually right click this and open this in a new tab to make sure it goes to the right place, which it does. Okay, that's how I test it real quick. Then I'm going to go ahead and save and exit. And then I'm just going to do the same thing twice more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add 4 follow-up messages for when somebody opts in, because again, we're just starting and we're just buying ourselves a little bit of time. I'm going to do it a little bit faster this time. We're going to wait 1 day. Okay. Perform the next action 1 day later. We're going to send a message. We're going to create the message, drag and drop. We're going to come back over here to our email swipes. Okay. And I like the top subject line better. So I'm just going to copy all this. Okay. Copy. I'm going to come over here to edit message, highlight, paste. I'm going to grab this subject line. You guys see, once you get doing this, it's not as hard. Like you just get rolling. Go ahead, Howard.
Can we hold up just a second and maybe go really, really basic? I don't know if you mentioned this in the beginning, but some people may be wondering how you're moving from one page to another real easily.
That's fair. That's a great question.
Can you explain the tabs at the top of the browser?
Sure thing. So that's a great question, Howard. Thank you for asking that. This is one of the things that we all take for that people take for granted sometimes. Like even myself, I'm like, oh, I'm just moving around tabs. So up here, these are called tabs that we work in. And what you want to do, the easiest way is just if you need a new tab, you just click on this little plus button, right? And then you can go to the website you want to go to. Then if you need to get back to the website, you just click here or click on your tab, right? You just click on these different tabs that have the thing that I want. That's all I'm doing is clicking on tabs, grabbing what I need, and then taking it back to the tab that I need. So if I need an email swipe, remember what I did. I was on this page here, right? This is the affiliate page or the JV page for 12-minute affiliate. the product I wanted to promote. I found what I wanted to promote. I clicked here to grab swipes and it opened this new tab. And I knew what I was looking for were emails, and it said emails right here. And so I clicked on that and it opened a new tab. And then I know that I just want to come down, highlight, and copy. And there's two ways for me to copy. I can highlight everything. I can hold down my left mouse, drag my mouse all the way down here, and then I can highlight, I can put my mouse over the stuff that's highlighted, right click, and click on copy. Or I can do what Google says is I can highlight everything, hold down the control key, and hit the letter C for copy. Now that this is copied, I need to stick it inside of Aweber. So I go to the Aweber tab, which is over here, and then I just paste it in here by clicking right click, paste. Okay. Does that make sense, Howard? Does that help?
That's perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Remember, look at these big giant X's in here. I don't need those because those are not, that's not that. If this isn't replaced with my affiliate ID, with my affiliate link, then I'm not going to get commission for the sale. So I'm going to come here to my notepad document that I had opened up and just copy my link from here. I'm going to highlight the thing that I want them to click. And if I want to bold that, I can even bold that too. Get crazy with it. Paste it in there. Look for my green check mark. Yay. Now, just quick side note. If I come over here and I highlight this and I try to turn it into a link and I paste it in there, and let's say at the beginning of the link, I accidentally copy an extra space. If you get this invalid input error, it might mean that your link is broken. And sometimes the reason that your link is broken is something as simple as in you accidentally added an extra space at the beginning or the end. So just don't let that stuff freak you out. You want to look for the green check mark, and you always want to check to make sure that it takes people to the right place, like I showed you just a second ago, where you click on save, and then you save, and then you click on preview. Hold on one sec. Preview and test, and then I can right click. If I put my mouse over a link and I right click it and I open it in a new tab, that allows me to open the whole thing in a new tab as opposed to pasting over what I'm currently working on. Okay. So let me close this out. Cool. Save, back to editor. I forgot to put my name in there. Oh, let me show you guys one more thing. Oops, I don't want that. Okay. Save and save, preview and test. You guys notice how at the bottom of the email, this is what the email is going to look like to the person that receives it. Notice how it's got my address here at the bottom and it's got the unsubscribe options here at the bottom. You don't try to remove that stuff. That needs to be there. It has to be there legally.
You can't
not try to remove that stuff. Go ahead, Howard.
Yeah, you cannot remove that. You're not able to.
Right, exactly. You're not able to. So cool. All right, save and exit. And then one last one. Now, you guys should be able to see, you should be seeing right now how quickly, this isn't long. This isn't like it's taking me longer to explain than it is to do. And the first time you do it, you're going to be slow and you're going to be sucky at it. And the second time you do it, you're going to be faster. And the 10th time you do it, you're going to be able to do it with your eyes closed. It takes Howard and I 15 minutes to do this, tops, like when we're doing this stuff. All right, then what do we want to do? We want to wait a day, right? You guys are probably thinking along ahead, and then we want to send a message. Come here, scroll down. Come here. Oops, what did I mess up? Well, this
you got two messages back to back there.
Can't, I know. What is this? I don't want to do that. It won't scroll down for me. Hold on. Okay. Click on this message. And then I'm going to create a message, drag and drop email builder, right? I'm just going to do this one kind of fast. And Howard, if you see anything, by all means, jump in. I'm going to go back to my automated webinar swipes, grab email swipe number 4, copy. Aweber, Control A, Control paste. By the way, if you hold on the Control key and hit V as in Victor, it pastes stuff in. Choose whichever subject line I like best. Which subject line do you choose? Whichever one you like best. Control A. Oh, if I hold down the control key and A, it selects everything as opposed to me having to highlight like this with my dragging my mouse. I can do that. Or if I want to just grab everything, I can hit control and hold down the A for all. And then I can change this to 15 to make it bigger. I can grab the right link. Make sure you grab your affiliate link. Okay. Paste. Paste. And I know I messed that up. I'm going to highlight what I messed up. I'm going to unlink it. Go back. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to link it again. Paste. Got my green check mark. Okay. Save and exit. All right. So now that I've done that, do you got to turn this on, Howard? What do I have to do now?
You have to publish it if you want to activate the campaign.
Where's save and exit? Save and exit?
Yeah.
So save and exit. So now I've got this campaign, this follow-up campaign, and I'm going to click save and exit. And now Aweber's like, hey, for this new list, it says campaign successfully updated. Hopefully that message will go away in a second.
But it's still a draft.
Right, but it's still a draft. See, it says draft here. So it says 12-minute affiliate webinar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this new list you created, DEVON. You put in all these follow-up messages. Here's what's going to happen. They're going to get a message. They're going to wait a day. They're going to get another message. They're going to wait a day. They're going to get another message. They're going to wait a day. But we're not going to send it out until you activate it. So I'm going to click this from draft to activate campaign. And now the thing is live. And you see I have no stats on it yet because there's been nobody in here to mess with it. All right. So I'm going to stop here. All right. Whew. That was quite a bit. That was probably the hardest part of this whole thing, maybe. Now, do you guys understand what happened? If you're still following along with me, if this is making sense, if this is helpful, type in the chat. Let me know that this is making sense. All right? Making sense. Awesome. So what happened is, what we did was we made it so that if somebody types in their email address in here, it opts in. And now we've created follow-up messages for them to get, right, automatically while we're sleeping. So that, and those follow-up messages will promote the main offer, the offer that we wanted to promote. Okay? And instead of having to write these messages ourselves, we were smart enough to find an affiliate product that already had the damn messages written, and we just put those messages in the autoresponder. Okay? I wish I would have seen this like 2 years ago. Mark, thank you so much. That is the exact response that I was looking for. All right? And if you guys are commenting on Facebook, I cannot see you. Hopefully, Howard, are they understanding this on Facebook?
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Cool beans. So, do I find that bridge pages with myself in the video pre-framing the affiliate product? Okay. So I'm gonna Howard, remind me to answer questions about Ryan. Can you hold off on that? I'm going to save that to the end. That's a great question, and I want to answer it. I just don't want to get too off track. I just want to make sure that everybody's with me. It's a great question. Hang on to that. And when I ask for questions at the end, please ask that again, okay? Because we can go into some more advanced stuff for you guys. So we've got we found the offer that we wanted to promote. We did not have to create it. Awesome sauce. We added our follow-up messages, and we added our autoresponder. So for when somebody opts in, now they're going to get these follow-up messages. Now what do we need to do? Now that we have this little opt-in box taken care of, we actually need to create this page. We need to create this opt-in page. When you're creating your opt-in page, I need you to listen to me very carefully. All we're going to do on the opt-in page is pre-sell what they're going to see after they opt in. DEVON, do I need a free ebook to give away? No, you don't. I don't have one. Like, fun fact, and I'm not against what they call, if you've ever heard the term lead magnet, what that is, it's something that you're bribing somebody with in order for them to give you their email address. And those are great. I have zero issues with lead magnets. I think they're awesome. I don't use them. I found that I don't have to. All I do is I can create a compelling enough reason for somebody to give me their email address. And the compelling reason is because they're going to get to see whatever's next. But I don't phrase it like that. I phrase it in a way that still compels them to give me their email address, okay? And I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that. Do you remember earlier when I said, hey, once you found the thing that you want to promote, grab the headline, okay? Do you guys remember when I said that? Type in yes if you remember when I said find the product you want to promote and grab the headline. You guys remember that? Okay, here's why. Because all we're going to do is, really, chair? All we're going to do is we're basically going to copy the damn headline and put it as the reason for them to opt in. That's it, okay? Now, we might have to edit it a little bit so that it makes sense. You guys understand? You guys see how that's a shortcut? So you don't have to be a genius copywriter. We're going to do this together, okay? Let's do this together. So, is this helpful? Thank you, Jonathan. I think it's quite genius myself. By the way, the reason this works is because of what's called congruency. One of the smartest things that you can do as a marketer is be congruent in the things that you're saying. So, let's say you're promoting a weight loss offer. If the affiliate page you're promoting says lose 15 pounds in 7 days, I'm making that up, then this page should mirror what this page says. This page says, discover the secret to losing 15 pounds in 7 days. Then they opt in and they see a page that says, here's how you lose 15 pounds in 7 days. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Because it's just like, duh. Sometimes we make things too complicated, all right? So here's what we're going to do. Let's build this out together. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay. So we're here in our Aweber. We're going to leave our Aweber open because we're going to need to come back to this in a little bit. But what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. Where were we? What do we need? Oh, we need to build our opt-in page. What are we going to use to build the opt-in page? If you want to use Aweber's built-in opt-in pages, you can. I don't know how they work. I've never used them. If you want to use ClickFunnels, you can. ClickFunnels is great. If you want to use, and actually real quick, let's go back to this guide. We set up our autoresponder. We added the follow-up messages. And step 3, we need to create an opt-in page and link it to the autoresponder. Howard, can you type in the link to this image again, or this document again, just in case anybody new has hopped on? This, by the way, these are the notes from this call, guys. This is all I'm doing is following this guideline in this call. So I thought I would give this to you. Okay. Howard, did you get that?
Yep, just a sec.
Cool. All right. So, so this was the headline, right? This was the headline. We can go back to this. This is the headline from the page. So I'm going to copy this headline, which we already did earlier. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 12-minute affiliate to do this. Okay. If you don't have 12-minute affiliate and you have ClickFunnels, use ClickFunnels. The instructions will obviously be different. If you don't have ClickFunnels and you have lead pages, use lead pages. I don't give a flip what you use. I'm going to use 12-minute affiliate just because that's what I got. That's the easiest thing for me to use for this affiliate marketing stuff. So I'm going to come over here to my 12-minute affiliate account. Maybe. Nope. Okay. And then I'm going to log into my 12-minute affiliate account. I think I have a demo account that I can use here. And again, the instructions for this are going to be different for everybody. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the niche, and the niche is home business. So because it's 12-minute affiliate, all the funnels are already pretty much pre-made. I'm going to come over here to custom funnels. I want to create a customized funnel. I'm going to come over here to custom funnels. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the design that I like the best, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this one with the Ferrari because it looks super awesome because I like Ferraris. And I'm going to click on select me. And then it's going to say, what do you want? Do you want an opt-in page? Do you want a bridge page only? Or do you want both? I'm going to say, for this sake, I only want an opt-in page just for this exercise. Then it says, hey, we need to hook this opt-in page up to your Aweber. How do we do that? Well, remember earlier when I told you to grab what's called your Aweber unique list ID? So every time you create a list in Aweber, sorry, I got so much stuff on the screen. I got to move some of this stuff. Every time you create a list in Aweber, manage lists, sorry, list options. Every list has what's called a unique list ID. It's like this custom name for your list. And this is where it's found under unique list options and list settings. It says unique list ID, AW list 55578. Now again, ClickFunnels works a little bit differently. So hopefully you know how to use that if you use ClickFunnels. So I'm just going to click on copy this unique list ID and come over here back to my 12-minute affiliate account. And it says enter unique list ID. And that connects the opt-in page to my autoresponder, right? Let me show you guys. Let me stop sharing my screen for a second. Entering your unique list ID, all that does is it says, here's the opt-in page, here's the autoresponder that we want people to talk to. How do the two things connect? It's the unique list ID. So when I'm creating this page, in this little, I'm putting the unique list ID here, and that makes the two systems talk to each other. And I hope that makes sense, okay? So, where am I? Oh, I'm going back to sharing my screen. All right. So, Aweber unique list ID. Then, oh, let me stop sharing my screen again. So it says, this is my opt-in page, right? This is my opt-in page. The opt-in page says, the first question is, hey, when they opt in, what do you want to hook it into? And that's where my unique list ID comes in. The second question is, after they opt in, what do you want them to see? And the answer, for the sake of gross oversimplification, is my affiliate link, right? The same link that's in these follow-up messages. I want somebody to opt in to see this page, get excited about what's on this page, type in their email address, and see whatever this page was just talking about, which is my affiliate link, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to share my screen. I'm going to come in here. It says, what page do you want them to see after the opt-in page? I want them to see my affiliate link. Your link should start with HTTP or HTTPS. And this was my affiliate link. I copied it over here because I knew I would need it a bunch of times. And I'm going to paste this in here. Okay. Then I'm going to click continue. And it says name your funnel. Again, when we're naming stuff, we just name stuff something that just kind of makes sense. Okay, I'm just naming a 12-minute affiliate webinar because that makes sense. Okay, and then I click generate the funnel. And now, if I click open this in a new tab, all right, that is the funnel. But here's the problem. Let me move this. How do I move this? Move. Okay, cool. This does not match what it says on the next page. So the way 12-minute affiliate works, and again, every system works a little bit different. If you're using ClickFunnels, it's going to work a little bit differently, but whatever. I go over here to my existing funnels. This is the funnel that I just created, 12-minute affiliate webinar. I'm going to click on, what is it? View edit funnel, Howard? Howard, you
I'm sorry, what are you trying to do?
Don't worry about it. I think I got it.
Okay.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit on clone. Is that right?
Yeah, clone.
Clone. I'm going to clone this, and then I'm going to click clone template, and then I'm going to click on change template. Is that right?
Sure.
Are you sure?
No.
All right, I didn't think so. All right, I think it's this one that's closest to the top. That's fine. And then I'm going to click on edit. Again, don't worry, guys. Every system is a little bit different. And now it's going to let me edit this thing. Now, what do I put here? All I'm going to do is I'm going to put this headline, or if this headline is longer, doesn't match the page, then I'll edit it a little bit so that it makes sense. And let me show you guys what I mean by that. Let's say you wanted to use this exact headline. Could you do it? Yeah, but here's the problem. Where did it go? Here it is. Notice the headline says, here's the exact system I use to pocket money. But if you don't use that system, then you should probably edit the headline a little bit to say used. Make sense? Here's the exact dummy-proof system used to regularly pocket. Yada. Does that make sense, guys? Like, read what you're pasting in there and make sure it makes sense verbiage-wise. Also, note that if it's too short or too long, based on the design of your page, you can edit it a little bit. The main thing is, does it pretty much say the same thing as whatever is on the next page? And so follow me here. For this particular page design that I used, I don't have a lot of space up here. If I had more space to like make this thing like super wide, then I would use the whole funnel, use the whole headline maybe. But if I do, great. If I don't, that's okay too, right? Because all I have to do is come over here and say something like, how do I shorten this? Free training. Hold on, watch this. This is what I'll do. I want the thing to say it the same way, just shorter, okay? So okay, does that make sense? I can shorten it to even that because the essence is still the same. If my opt-in page is have more space, the template I just chose, and I chose this template on purpose because if I chose a template that gave me more space, then I would just use this whole thing and that'd be cool, right? Or something similar to that. But I purposefully chose this template with limited space to show you guys that if it doesn't work exactly as planned, then just take the essence of what you're doing and use the essence so that it pretty much says the same thing, okay? So copy, paste. Oh, come here. Uh-oh, did I mess something up? There it is. Paste. Copy. Paste. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't mess with this that much, to be honest.
And Devon, when we're working on the headline, or we get all worried about keywords?
No, we're not worried about keywords. Guys, this is not an SEO play. SEO stands for search engine optimization. I don't care about keywords for this. The only thing I care about is that my headline for my opt-in page matches as close as it can the headline on the page that they're going to see after they opt in. That's all I care about. This is not a search engine optimization play. This has nothing to do with keywords. I don't give a flip about keywords. I don't give a flip about URL structure, anything like that. Does that answer the question, Howard?
That took care of it.
Cool. Now, watch very closely what I'm doing here, guys. This is where they enter their email address. This is the button they click in order to get to move to the next page. Listen to me carefully. This is important. Whenever you have them click a button, use words that are going to make them expect an email. Okay? Use words that are going to make them expect an email. So the reason for that is because if you think I'm going to send you an email, then you're more likely to put in a real email. Okay? Free training, how to pocket up to $460 in online commissions, even if you're on a tight budget. I'm making, right? Yes. Does that make sense? You guys see what I did? Email me the details. Even though they're going to see it on the very next page, they don't know that. What I'm telling them is so now they're expecting to go check their email, which means they're more likely to give you a real email address. Does that make sense, Howard?
It does.
All right, cool. So then I'm going to click on save. So what did I do? I made my opt-in page match what they're going to see next. And then I told them that I was going to email them something so that they're more likely to give me real information. So now I'm going to click save. Okay, your page has been saved. I'm going to click on return, right? And I'm going to click on, this is my link that the system generated for me. I'm going to open this link. It says, look at that, free training, how to pocket up to $460 in commissions, in online commissions, even if you're on a tight budget. Then I type in my email address. We're going to keep our fingers crossed. Send me the details. And boom, it takes me to my affiliate page. Yay, that's it. That's all I need. I'm so excited because this worked. Now to make sure that this worked, okay, I can come over here to Aweber, and I can come over here to subscribers. Boom, look at that. I'm so excited, all right? It works. Now they're on my list. Now this email address is going to start getting these follow-up messages that we loaded into Aweber. So if they don't register for the webinar the first time, or they don't buy the product the first time, they're gonna get a bunch of emails following up that nobody had to write, okay? So, Howard, I forget anything?
Nothing comes to mind at this point.
Cool, so stopping the share. Let's stop right here. So quick check-in, does this make sense so far? Does this, do you guys, now, if you're new and it's a little, oh, I forgot exactly how to do this, that's okay. I've been doing this for years. You're gonna just, everybody type in chat, let me know if you're with me. We created the opt-in page. We made the opt-in page, the verbiage on this, the reason that they're gonna opt in, we made it mirror whatever the affiliate product is that we're promoting, right? We gave them the opt-in box. Underneath the opt-in box, we said, hey, give me your real email because I'm gonna be emailing you this thingy, okay? All right. Then we added the follow-up messages so that they automatically get the follow-up messages and send them back to the offer that they're going to see when they initially opt in. Because we're assuming that they're not going to buy the first time, okay? Cool, is this helpful? All right. Awesome, very cool. Howard, how are we doing on Facebook?
We're good, and I've got some questions when you're ready for them.
Yeah, let's knock out it. Let me do one more thing, and then we'll do a bunch of questions. Please hang on to those questions, Howard. And anybody else that got questions, let me just do one more thing. What's the one last thing we got to do, guys? Traffic. Okay. So with regard to traffic, whoever you order traffic from, all I'll say is this. Let me share my screen real quick. This was the page that hold on. Inside of my 12-minute affiliate account, this was the page that I created. And again, if you're using ClickFunnels or something, it'll look different, that's fine. Copy the link. This is my link to my affiliate, or to my, to my opt-in page, right? Whenever I buy traffic, this is the link I give people. I give them the link to my opt-in page. You always send traffic to your opt-in page first. You do not buy visitors or clicks and send it to an affiliate offer. Never do that. You buy traffic, send it to an opt-in page, then you tell them about whatever you want to sell. You assume
Why is that? Why is that, Devon? Because it's a lot easier and quicker just to pop in your affiliate link straight to a sales page.
That's a great question, Howard. Let me explain the answer to that, because I know a lot of you guys want to do that. As a matter of fact, I just had a question in my private Facebook group about why don't we just buy traffic and send it here? Remember what I said earlier. People buy when they're ready to buy. And there is a 99% chance that the first time somebody sees this offer, they're not going to buy it. So if you buy 100 visitors and you send it to this page, you're lucky if one person buys, depending on what the offer is and a bunch of different other packages. You're lucky if one person buys. But all things being equal, if you send 100 visitors to this page and 20 of them opt in and one of them buys, you still made the same number of sales, okay? Sometimes you might even make more sales because they jumped through a hoop to see this, but you still make the same number of sales. Now you have 20 people on your list who you can follow up with and resell this thing to, because you might get, over the course of the next 4 or 5 days, you might get another 2 or 3 who buy this thing because they've seen it a couple times. And sometimes we got to see things. There's an old saying that says somebody's got to see something 7 to 10 times before they buy it. In today's internet, that's probably more like 20 or 30. So yeah. Okay. So that's why. So you never buy traffic and send it here. Always capture the lead first. Okay. Always capture the lead or the opt-in or the email address or whatever you want to call it first. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the system for starters. And if you can just do that, then you are on the right track. Okay, that's why I created 12-minute affiliates. So like all this shit is like done a lot more easily for you. But we have got at least 15 or so minutes left. So let's jump into some Q&A, Howard. Let's go over some questions. If you guys have questions, type them in. Howard will kind of filter them, and we'll answer them together.
Yeah, there was one pertinent to just where we left a couple minutes ago. Let me see if I can find it again.
Mm-hmm.
Asking to show again how to connect with your Aweber from the funnel.
Okay, so you're talking about like AW list ID and shit? Pardon my French.
It says repeat the things to link Aweber details on the 12-minute affiliate.
Okay, for 12-minute affiliate. Again, if you're using ClickBank, or ClickFunnels, excuse me, if you're using lead pages, this is going to be different. But just real quick show again, all you do is you come in here. Let's say we were doing a weight loss funnel. All we do is we click on custom funnels, choose the funnel that we wanted, choose opt-in page. If we want to just use the opt-in page, that's fine. Enter the unique list ID. If I go into my Aweber here and I go to list options, list settings for the list I created, I'll find my Aweber unique list ID, excuse me, here. I'll copy this Aweber unique list ID. Sorry, right? And then it'll say, what page do you want to see after they opt in? That's the affiliate link, right? That's your affiliate link page offer that you want to promote, right? And given this isn't a weight loss idea, but I'm just, for example, okay? And then click on continue, and then name your funnel, okay? And then click on generate, and that's how you do it for 12-minute affiliate. And then after that, you'd go in there and you'd go into existing funnels, you'd view the funnel. Then what you have to do is you have to just kind of clone the funnel, and that'll allow you to edit it. Okay, save. Save, and then return. All right. And again, if you're like in 12-minute affiliate or something, you can go through and there's instructions in the back on how to do this. All right. But that's basically it. And again, ClickFunnels will be different. Lead pages will be different. So I don't want to go into too much detail on that, but I hope that makes sense.
Okay. I've got some questions. If you'd like to start at the furthest one back.
I don't care, whichever one you want to start with.
Okay. So where do you get webinars to promote? I think maybe you addressed a little bit of that.
Yeah. So, well, the thing is, first of all, when I say that, I'm saying that like if you have, let me rephrase what I'm saying, and it's a great question. So the first thing is I'm just going to go start off with a ClickBank, JVZoo, or Warrior Plus account. That's it. The second thing is if I want to do low ticket stuff, which is great, I'm going to start on Warrior Plus probably. And then ClickBank in the Make Money Online niche, they're like 5 of the top 10 offers are webinars. That's where I find webinars in the Make Money Online niche is in ClickBank, because like 5 of the top 10 offers are webinars. So, but it doesn't really matter if you don't do a webinar. If you're like, hey, this other product looks good, then just promote that. Like promote whatever's popular, because that means it's selling. So if you don't promote a webinar, I don't give a flip. Like if you're in the weight loss niche and the #1 product on ClickBank is, you know, that one that we were looking at earlier that said like Dr. Secret loses 34,000 pounds. I don't give a crap. Use that. That's probably selling well. So just use that. I just like webinars. So if you can find one, great. And if not, don't worry about it. Don't let that stop you. And it's not like you can't add more stuff later, right? And it might even be a smarter idea to start with something low ticket. So go hop on Warrior Plus, create a Warrior Plus account, and go find some product selling for $12.95. Because at that price point, yeah, you only make $10, but at that price point, you're more likely to make a sale because it's less about pre-existing relationships. So
then it's easier to sell to somebody in the future that you've already sold to.
Right. If somebody buys something based off of your recommendation once, then they're more likely to possibly buy again in the future. So.
Okay, second, third, whatever this is Aweber finally allowing you to import legitimate built lists from another autoresponder now, as before they didn't allow that?
Okay, the short answer. So the question is, does Aweber allow you to import lists now as long as they're legit? The short answer is yes. The long answer is yes, but you better be careful. You better know what the hell you're doing. You better have a pre-existing relationship with that list. And you better know that if you don't have a pre-existing relationship with that list and you get on Aweber and you import your list and then start mailing and you get a high complaint rate, they will shut your butt down. That's the answer.
That's exactly right. Can you talk about using pen names?
Sure. If you want to use a pen name, then use a pen name. If that works for you. If you don't want to use your real name, if you want to go by something else, like one of the, like some of the if you guys know who Eben Pagan is this internet marketer who's been around for a really long time. When he entered the dating niche, he went by the name David D'Angelo. And that was like what everybody knew him as in the dating niche. So it's not uncommon for people to go by pen names. If you don't want to use your real name, that's fine. You can go by that if you want to.
1 second. Okay, now here's a couple that are a little more advanced. Is there a way to avoid ending up in the promotions folder if a subscriber is using Gmail? Okay. Normally, if there are 2 or more links, Gmail will mark it as a promotion and the subscriber will never see the email.
Okay, so a couple of things. So the question is, and I'm gonna broaden the question a little bit, not just talk about promotions, but also talking about ending up in spam. There are a couple of things that you can do as far as best practices to make sure that your emails don't end up in the promotions folder if somebody's using Gmail, or don't end up in spam. The first thing is you can send an email from your own domain name. So if right now, if the email that you're sending from is, if your name is Bob Smith and the email that you're sending from is bobsmith123@gmail.com, then as opposed to sending from a Gmail email address, if you go by the domain bobsmith.com and you send from bob@bobsmith.com, then that's a smarter play. That's a cleaner domain, and the email service providers like that better. So it's better to send from your own domain, and it's better to send from a domain that is relatively short and that does not have any spammy words in it. Like, it's better for me to send from devonbrown.com than it is to send from, it's better for me to send from devon@devonbrown.com than it is for me to send from devon@makemoneywithdevon.com, because makemoneywithdevon.com is longer and there's make money with it, which just sounds spammy as hell.
Probably be filtered out to spam.
Right. So that's the first thing, is get your own domain, but make your domain what I call benign, meaning it doesn't trigger any spam words. Okay.
And then the links used within the email message will fare better if they're going to your own domain and you've got a redirect for your affiliate link, rather than using a ClickBank or a JVZoo or your Plus link within the email.
So if you have your own domain set up where you can create your own domain and then create a redirect from your domain, you can do that. That's a really smart play. A lot of times what I like to do, and there's somebody else who asked this question before, is I like to use what they call bridge pages or intermediary pages. So a lot of times what I'll do, you don't have to do this, but a lot of times what I do is after somebody opts in, I'll send them to a page that says, thank you. TY means thank you. Hey, Devon here. Thank you so much for opting in to learn about insert product name here. What was I going to say? Click the link below and you'll be taken right to it, or something like that. Or a lot of times on a bridge page, you might say something like, hey, thanks so much. We emailed you the information. Go check your email. And when you go check your email, make sure that if we ended up in spam, you move us into your inbox. Like, you can tell them. You can say, hey, go look for the email. I might have ended up in spam, and take me out of spam. Does that make sense? Or you can even write in the email message, like the first message, hey, thanks for opting in to learn more about how to make $460 a day from home. Before you attend the free training, do me a favor. If this email ended up in your spam, go ahead and move us to your inbox right now, or something like that.
Okay, a new question. Do you find that bridge page?
Yes, hopefully that answered the question. There's a couple things you can do as far as email best practices, but a lot of it, I want you to understand this, comes from time and reputation. Okay? The more time and better reputation you have over time, the more likely you are to get inboxed. Okay? So yeah. Go ahead, Howard.
Do you find that bridge pages with yourself in the video pre-framing the affiliate product first can convert better than going straight to the product?
Long term, yes. So here's the thing. I haven't tested going from here to here versus going from here to a bridge page with me on it to here. But what I will say is this, A, try it. B, having a bridge page with your own video on it is brilliant in that it allows you to start a relationship with your list. And what this is really about in the long term is about relationships. Like the better your list knows you, likes you, and trusts you, the more likely they are to buy stuff from you. And buy stuff, I should say, based off of your recommendation. A lot of times when you're promoting higher ticket products, a lot of those are based off of relationships. So like if I email my people and I'm like, hey guys, go buy this product. They're like, oh, it's coming from DEVON. Because I have such a good relationship with my list and they know who I am, which has been developed over time. It's not going to happen overnight, but over months, if not for some of my people on my list years. Sometimes when I tell them to buy a product that's under $20 or $30, they don't even look at it. They just look at the headline. They're like, DEVON said it, and then they buy based off of recommendation because I haven't led them wrong in the past. Also, what I'll say is that when it comes to selling higher ticket products, your list knowing who you are, them having a pre-existing relationship with you is a definite plus. So anything that you can do, including a bridge page with your own video on it, anything that you can do like that is just going to further your relationship with your list. And that's a yes for me. So what I would suggest to whoever is asking that question, by all means, anything you can do to put yourself out there, to separate yourself from all the other noise out there, and it'll get people to know, like, and trust you better, do that.
Can you do something in a different, I think what they meant is niche, other than the 3 niches on 12-minute affiliate? I know that's a specific
Yeah, so
question.
inside of 12-minute affiliate, the answer is technically yes, but not really. I mean, technically you could, right? Technically inside of 12-minute affiliate, I can just go into and I can like watch this. Technically inside of 12-minute affiliate, I can go inside of 12-minute affiliate, click on this, click on custom funnels. All right, choose like this background here. All right, if you notice this background here, this background doesn't really say or do anything. Like this background has nothing to do with anything. So what I could do in theory is I could, delve into another niche if I wanted to by coming in here, going to my funnels, editing this funnel. Sorry. Oh, that's not right. What the heck just happened? Sorry. Uh-oh, what did I do? Sorry, I just messed something up. Sorry, guys. And my computer is frozen. Oops. Anyway, I don't know why this whole thing just froze on me. I was probably clicking too fast. Give me a second, guys. Huh. Give me a second. Sorry about that. All right. I can come in here and I can edit this, right? And let's say the niche was underwater basket weaving. This assumes that the product that they're going to see on the next page has to do with underwater basket weaving and says something like this, right? So then save. And now technically, congratulations, I'm in a brand new niche. Technically, I could. It's not really designed. I mean, you can do whatever you want inside a 12-minute affiliate. But the whole purpose of us doing it this way is to limit the niches so that you don't get caught up with 18 million options and you just do what we know works the best. And sometimes when you have 500 zillion options, you end up choosing none of them. So yeah. So does that, huh?
And maybe, yeah, that answered that question. I have a similar question here. Can I use 12-minute affiliate opt-in page for a non-ClickBank Warrior Plus offer?
Yeah. Yeah, God, yes. You can use whatever the hell you want to. It's an opt-in page. Do whatever you want to with it. I don't care if it's clickbait. So I want you to hear me on a lot of what I'm saying. A lot of what I'm saying is it's not that you have to use ClickBank JV0 or Warrior Plus. It's that the easiest way to find a product is to find a product that somebody else has already created, and as opposed to you having to create one yourself. And so if you are part of like an MLM program, right? And that has to do with making money from home or making money online, then you can use the make money online niche and have the person opt in and then go to your MLM program. I don't care. I'm just assuming that you're not part of anything and that you don't have anything to sell. And if that's the case, then my question is, what's the easiest way to get something? And the answer is go create an account with ClickBank JV0 or Warrior Plus. That's why. But you can use it for whatever you want, right? This is about the niche, not the product. Let me say that again. This is about the niche, not the product. So if it's a make money online product and it's not on ClickBank JV0 or Warrior Plus, I don't give a flip. The only thing I care about is it your affiliate link so that you can get the damn commissions on it. That's the only thing I care about. Does that answer the question, Howard? I hope so.
Yes, it does. How often would you change your offer to your list?
Here's what I do, ish. Traffic to opt-in page, they opt in and they see this thing. And then I have like 4 follow-up messages that go to this thing. And then I'll have a break for like 2 or 3 days. And then I'll find another offer in the same niche to send her. And so what I do, what Howard and I do when we're mailing my list is, here's the general rule of thumb, is I'll mail an offer back to back like 4 or 5 times. Or 4 times, it's 3 or 4 times. And then I'll take a break and for a day or 2, and then I'll email my list some content. Like, hey, it's Devon. I just want to give you some free content because I love you and I want you to like me better. And then I'll do that for like a day or 2. And then I'll skip a day and then I'll go in and be like, hey, list, here's this other product in this same niche. Right? And then I'll skip a day or 2 and I'll be like, hey, here's this other product in this same niche. And then I'll skip a day or 2 and be like, hey, list, here's some free content from me because I want you to like me better. And so it's this mixture of products and content, but it's always in the same niche. It's always in the same area of interest because that's why they opted in. Okay. Does that answer the question, Howard? Does that answer whoever's question that was?
Yes, it did.
Cool.
All right. A totally different type of question. When did you figure out you finally turned the corner in your business? What was the sign that this was going to be it for you?
So to be clear, so just so if you guys don't know my background, like I failed at this crap for like 7 years because nobody would talk, like, because people would try to tell me what I'm telling you and I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't listen for years. I thought I was the smartest person in the world and I wasn't. And so I even filed for bankruptcy when I was 23 years old. I'm 40 now, in case you guys are wondering. And so long story short, it's probably around 7 years into it where I didn't give up and I kept going for about 7 years. And then what happened was I saw all these people with these email lists making money. Like I saw these people with these giant email lists of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100,000 people. And they would send an email to their list and then they would make all these commissions. And I'd be like, holy crap, I could have spent the last 7 years building my damn list. Right. And if I had just focused on that for the first 7 years, as opposed to jumping around from different opportunity to different opportunity, I would have in the long run made so much more money and so much more quickly. And that's the real beauty of this. This is about, you know, generating leads, building a list and building a relationship with them. And that's what this really comes down to. Like I've been at the top of several network marketing companies that are internet based. And it's because when I joined the network marketing company, I already have a list of 20,000 people interested in making money online who know me, like me, and trust me, and then I can mail them. And so here's my question to you. If 2 years ago, you started in this journey and all you did was spend every dime you had sending traffic to an opt-in page, can't point shit, sending traffic to an opt-in page and building your list, assuming nobody bought, assuming you didn't even have anything to sell. If all you did was send traffic to an opt-in page and then just send people content so that they would know you, like you, and trust you, or free videos or whatever, so they would know you, like you, and trust you better. If that's all you did for 2 years and you started that 2 years ago, how big would your list be today? How much of a relationship would you have with them? And how would you be able to monetize it? How easy would it be to monetize that? The problem is you're trying to make a sale, and when somebody doesn't buy something initially, you get mad and give up and you say it doesn't work. And then you go and start over again. and then you try to make a sale and somebody doesn't buy anything initially, and then it doesn't work, and then you get mad and start over again. And then you try to sell something and somebody doesn't buy something, and then it doesn't work, and you get mad and start over again, and you don't realize that it's just a vicious cycle. That's what I did. So I'm not throwing stones. So to answer your question, when did I realize that this was a turning point? It was when I realized, it was about 7 years into it, when I realized that, holy crap, I could have spent the last 7 years building my list, building a relationship with them, and not jumping from opportunity to opportunity. And I shifted my mindset to say, you know what? I'm going to just spend the next year building my list and building a relationship with them. If they buy something, great. If they don't, that's okay. I'm just going to spend the next year doing that. And if I don't make any sales, then whatever. And that's when it shifted for me and it started to work. So yeah.
All right, and a question, excuse me. How do we follow up once they buy or get on our list?
So once they get on your list, the autoresponder follows up for you, depending on how many messages you put in there to follow up with. Or you can do what we call a broadcast message, which is another lesson for another day, where you can take everybody. Like, so if you have, if somebody opts into this on Monday, then they'll get message 1 on Monday, message 2 on Monday, or what? Sorry. If somebody opts in on Monday, they'll get message 1 on Monday, message 2 on Tuesday, message 3 on Wednesday, message 4 on Thursday, right? But if somebody opts in on Wednesday, they'll get message 1 on Wednesday, message 2 on Thursday, the next message on Friday, the next message on Saturday, right? The point is that a follow-up sequence is based on when somebody opted in, right? They get certain messages at certain times based on when they opted in, right? But you can also do what's called sending a broadcast. And a broadcast is where you send a message to everybody regardless of when they opted in. Like when I wanted to promote this live event, I sent a broadcast out to everybody and I was like, yo, hey, y'all, join me on this live broadcast April 1st at 1 p.m. Right? I can't put that in a follow-up sequence because if you opt in after April 1st, then that doesn't work. And so there's 2 ways to follow up. You follow up with the number of messages that you put in your follow-up sequence, but you also broadcast to your list and send a message to everybody. If you ever hear anybody say, I made $1 million by pushing a button and sending an email, what they're talking about is a broadcast message. They wrote a message, they pushed the button inside of Aweber that says send to everybody, and then people responded. So I hope that makes sense. Did that answer the question, Howard? I don't even remember what the question was.
Yes. And another, all right, I'm getting a few of these. How to improve the open rates on email campaigns or broadcast messages?
Okay. Improving open rates goes to the same thing that we were talking about as far as not ending up in spam. Number 1, send from your own domain. Number 2, inside the email message, try only having 1 link. Just for now, I'm just curious as to how that works. I don't know what you've experienced, Howard. Any thoughts on that?
Yes, I've heard in the past that having multiple links in there can be a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you from current experience that that's not necessarily the case. There are so many things that affect deliverability. You know, before somebody can open the message, it has to get to them, whether it's in their inbox, their primary tab. You know, in Google does us all a favor, they say, and they divide your inbox up into a primary tab and a promotions tab and an updates tab and a social tab. And in your settings for your Gmail account, you can decide which of those tabs you want them to display in your inbox. For some people, they only see the primary tab and everything gets dumped in there, and you'll see a little label on the line for that message. You'll see a label that says which other tab it would have gone to, but since it's not activated, like promotions, that'll show up in your primary tab. But for other people, they may have primary as well as promotions activated and updates. And by default, a lot of your messages may end up in the promotions tab. And it's not necessarily how many links are in the message. There's a lot of things. It could be your domain name that you're sending from. You don't want to use a Gmail, a Yahoo, or a Hotmail, or even some of those. It's always best to brand yourself if you can get your own name as your domain with a .com. And there's almost like a science in how to determine that, but just keeping it general here. It could be the domain that you're sending from. It could be words within the subject line that you're using. There are certain words that'll flag a message as spam or promotion.
Right. So if you have like money, 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 sex, 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 it's going to end up in spam or promotion.
And then within the message itself, not only the words and not only the symbols that you might use like a $sign, but it's, believe it or not, I've done tests on it. I've done lots of tests, and it's almost like a sickness, but believe it or not, the placement of a line break can alter where a message goes, changing nothing else.
I didn't know that.
Nothing at all. And you send it to the same places that you sent the first message, and you just change where you broke a line because it didn't look good. You wanted the appearance to be uniform. Therefore, I've sent some messages out to my list that are not uniform looking, but in testing, they delivered better than the pretty looking message did. So there's a lot of things. It's hard to give you just in a small little frame here of here's what you can do to improve your rates. One of the biggest things you can do is to send to your list consistently and regularly.
Yeah, Howard, how often do we broadcast to my list?
Oh, several times a week.
Yeah,
almost once a day.
Almost once a day. Like if yeah, so we're like 5 or 6 times a week we'll broadcast to my list. We'll be consistent with it. And the other thing is, guys, and somebody else had asked this too, and I'm going to touch on this. Is a lot of it is relationship. And so here's the thing. If I email my list, if you guys have been on my list for a while, you'll know that I will promote a lot of Facebook videos where I'll do a video. It'll be like 3, 4, 5-minute video. And I'll just be giving some tip, and I'll be literally my white t-shirt with my hat on backwards, which is my uniform for work. And it won't be professional at all. And it'll be me on the phone, like, hey guys, Devon here, blah, 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 blah. Here's a free tip. Have a great day. I'll post it on Facebook. I'll email my list the link to Facebook. The reason I do that is because if you open that link and you go and you watch that video, and that video was helpful to you, then you like me better and you're more likely to open the next email I send to you. And if you're more likely to open the next email I send to you, then you're increasing my overall open rate. And the better my open rate is, often the more inboxed I'll get, if that makes sense as well. So
speaking about that, what are some of the best times of day for opens you have found personally that works?
I can't believe I'm going to tell you guys this, but I'm just going to tell you guys this because I love you. Our favorite times to mail are 7 a.m. This is Eastern time. Our favorite times to mail are 7 a.m. and 11-ish p.m.
Yep.
That's our favorite times to mail. 11 p.m. Eastern and 7 a.m. Eastern. Like if I want to make money, I will literally set a broadcast to go out at 11 p.m. Eastern and right before I go to bed. So yeah.
And your list may work out to be totally different from that. The only way you're going to know is if you test at various times of the day and night over the course of time.
Correct. So, I mean, you may have a lot of, if you have like a lot of stay-at-home parents on your list, then noon might be the best time in the world to mail. I don't know, right? So yeah. But that's what works for me. But don't be scared to test it. Like send an email to your list at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. Then send your email to your list at 2 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. And then send an email to your list at 11 o'clock p.m. the next day. See what the hell happens. And you'll notice patterns over time. A lot of this stuff is just you noticing patterns over time of what's unique to your list. And then just doing that crap over and over again. Like I notice that my list responds to traffic offers on how to get more traffic. And they like to open stuff at 11 o'clock at night. So if I need to make money for my list, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna send a traffic offer at 11 o'clock at night. It just works for me. That might not work the exact same way for you. Next question, if that answered it. Hopefully this is answering all your questions. Is this helpful? Quick check-in, everybody. And I know we're a little bit past the hour. Is this helpful? All of these in this Q&A, is this helpful? So yes.
Hey, Devon, we've talked about open rates, but what about improving click rates?
So my favorite thing to do to improve click rates is to create curiosity. Curiosity is one of the best things you can do for both open rates and click rates. If you claim to somebody that you're going to give them the answer to something, or if you create a question in their mind and the question can be answered by clicking on the link, then that is what works really well for me as far as increasing click-through rate. So for example, let's say I'm promoting a traffic offer to my list or something like that. Like a good subject line might be, have you seen this new traffic off? Have you seen this new traffic system? And then the first thing they're thinking is, well, what new traffic system? And then when they open the email, I'll pre-sell the traffic system. I'll be like, this new traffic system is taking the world by storm. If you haven't seen it yet, click here. And then they're like, oh, well, I want to see it. So they click on the email inside. So I hope that helps. That's the biggest thing I would say is curiosity. Howard?
Yeah, and sometimes I've actually seen this with people I'm working with. Some of their highest click rates have come from the shortest of messages. I'm talking about 2 or 3 sentences.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So sometimes your messages can be real long and be beautiful copy, and that's great. And that'll increase. And let me, so I'm going to give you guys a general rule of thumb, and I'm not telling you that this is going to be true all the time, but as a general rule of thumb, here's what I'll say. Sometimes I'll send an email, and the email copy will be long and it'll be beautifully written and it'll be a lot of story selling, right? And like, I'll start off with something like the subject line might be like, do you have Michael Jordan or something? And then I'll tell this story about Michael Jordan and how he worked really hard and how he failed miserably. And then I'll pivot to, do you have any Michael Jordan in you? Do you know what it's like? Do you have it in you to succeed? Yada, yada, yada. And then at the end of this long, beautiful story with this beautiful copy, it'll say, click here. And that'll create a better quality click. Like the number of people who click will be lower, the percentage will be lower, but the quality of the click will be better. Anybody who's read all that stuff. However, if I just want to increase the click-through rate, then literally a short email with like 2 or 3 sentences, like, oh my God, this is kicking butt and taking names. You have to see this now. Click here to check it out. Will increase the click-through rate. So that's what I would say. Is Howard's right? Shorter emails often higher clicks. Longer emails sometimes better quality clicks.
Okay, here's another question. It's about email swipes. They say, not sure who they are, but understood, they say that email swipes for a particular product are saturated. So what advice do you have for this if this is an issue? Rewrite
the email swipe. Understand that anytime you get an email swipe, you have the ability to rewrite it and to reword it because it's your list. The trick is not to lie and not to say something that it doesn't say. Right? So I'm gonna do a real quick exercise to show you what I'm talking about. Howard, inside of there's a Q&A inside of a Zoom. I don't know if you saw that or not, if you have access to that. There's like a chat, and then there's something that says also Q&A.
Yes.
You see that? Check that out just in case we missed any questions. But let me show you guys my screen real quick, and I'll show you guys something. Share screen. All right. So here's one of the email swipes, right? Really? All right, so here's the email swipe. Now, this is the email swipe, and the point that the purpose that the point that the person was making who was asking the question was like, well, Devon, if everybody promoting this product is using the same email swipes, then it's going to become saturated. Okay, that's fair. I wouldn't really worry about it too much, but you're right. That's a fair point. So here's what I can do. I can change this stuff. All right. So this subject line that says access link, get more commissions free training. So I can change this to access link. Does that make sense? Like it says the same thing, but I'm just rewording it so that it's not oversaturated. I'm not using the exact copy. This is, does the thought of pocketing affiliate commission sound appealing? How about adding thousands of people to your email list on complete autopilot? I can take these and change this to, let's face it, we all want more commissions and leads, sales, and commissions, right? You guys see how that worked? Like I can read this and say, let me just rephrase it. And that's how you reword ad copy or swipe copy, which you're allowed to do. Like a lot of times when you get swipe copy, sometimes the swipe copy will be like date specific. You need to, by the way, you need to read all the swipe copy that you see for a couple of reasons. The first reason you need to see it is because it'll get you better at copywriting. It'll get you better at seeing how people are communicating. Number 2, you'll find typos because I'm notorious for them. Like if you steal any of my swipe copy, then you better double check that because I will misspell something in a heartbeat. Number three, it'll allow you to phrase things in a way that your list will better respond to, because the more you do this, the more you'll get used to what your list responds to. Number four, you'll see if there's anything in there that's not applicable to your list. So a lot of times I'll get swipe copy and it'll say something in there that I know is not applicable to my list, and I'll just take it out. I'll leave everything else in, but I'll take out that part that's not applicable to my list. Or I'll replace it with something that's more applicable to my list, as long as it's true, as long as it's honest. Okay? So those are the reasons so you want to get in the habit of rewriting swipe copy. That's a great habit to get into. That's how you learn copyright. So I hope that answers the question.
Did you mention launch dates?
Yeah, I did. So like
Okay.
on a lot of things in there, like, so sometimes when people give swipe copy, they're giving the swipe copy for a launch. Take that crap out. Half the products, 99% of the products I promote after they've launched. Like on Warrior Plus, there are a crap ton of launches that go on all the time, right? So on Warrior Plus, like, oh, there's a launch. And then when you go and you find this product on Warrior Plus that is going to be launched, then all the swipe copy says on April 10th, this product is being launched. Well, I'm not going to promote the damn product I might not promote the product until May 10th. In which case, what does April 10th have to do with anything? So I'll take that crap out and reword it so that it makes more sense, right?
Okay, I've got a few new questions.
Sure.
I ordered traffic using Udimi. Is that a good place to buy traffic? I don't see any sales when I check ClickBank.
Okay.
What stands out to you there?
So a couple of things. Number one, I don't know how much traffic you ordered. If you ordered 50 clicks from Udemy and you ordered from the cheapest vendor out there, I'm not surprised that you didn't see any sales. If you ordered 1,000 clicks from Udemy and you order from the most expensive vendor out there, that would tell me that you didn't, that's something that's weird and that doesn't sound right. So whenever you guys ask about, is this a good place to get traffic from? I don't know the answer because I don't know what you're buying. You say, I'm buying from Udemy. No, you're not buying from Udemy. You're buying from a vendor on Udemy, and Udemy has 100 different vendors, and some vendors are better than others. And so often what I'll do is I will go to a vendor on Udemy and I'll say, hey, can you opt me into the list that you're going to be mailing to so that I can see, hopefully get the email that you're going to be sending out. If they're not willing to do that, then I might not use them. Okay, they haven't proven themselves. Okay. Just because you didn't make a sale, most of the people who say to me, Devon, I didn't make a sale, you ordered a small number of clicks one time. Just because and we already said at the beginning of this call, and we've been saying throughout, expect people not to buy it first, right? So that's the first thing I would say. The second thing I would say is don't necessarily go with the cheapest vendor. The third thing I would say is test different vendors, and then once you find one that works well for your particular offer, double and triple down on that vendor if they keep doing well for you. But I don't know how many clicks you sent. I don't know what the offer was you're promoting. You could have been promoting. You could have bought 100 clicks, sent it to an offer with a crappy sales page. I don't know, I'm making up numbers. Crappy sales page. And the offer was for $497, in which case I'm not surprised that nobody bought. So I don't, there's too many factors that go into it.
Yeah, and it's also possible you may have sent straight to the sales page. Mm-hmm. And, it'd be nice if you sent to an opt-in page and you can gauge the effectiveness of your traffic purchase with that particular vendor. If that's the only traffic order you've got running at one time, you can see how many opt-ins you get to your list right away.
Right.
Plus you can market to them in the future.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I would try different vendors if you're trying to use Udemy. Igor Kapitz has good traffic. There's a place called Traffic for Me that's got decent traffic sometimes. Again, they send using different vendors. Yeah, just the thing is to do a test. And a lot of times what I like to do with tests is I like to test with low ticket products, because if a product is in the make money online niche, and this is human nature in general. If the product that I'm offering has a big, bold claim and a low dollar amount attached to it, then the sheer numbers should yield that something is going to happen, right? If the product says, like, I used to, there was a product, I can't remember the name of it, but the subject line was something, the headline, it was something like turn $14 into $460 or something like that. and the product sold for like $9. If I send traffic to that, somebody should buy that. Even if it's only 100 or 200 visitors, somebody should buy that. So I might test that with one vendor and then wait a couple of days and then test it with a second vendor. And if I see that the second vendor makes sales and the first vendor did not, I'll know it's the traffic. All right.
Okay. And how to know if a person in my email list has bought a product that I was promoting, because I don't want to send him promotional emails of that product anymore, I guess, if they've purchased.
Yeah, that's called list segmentation, and that's a whole other story for another day. I wouldn't worry about it right now. Like, do you know how many people on my list have already bought 12-minute affiliate and actually end up seeing offers for 12-minute affiliate from me at least like once or twice a month? It's okay.
And also keep in mind what your open rates are, because even with the best of open rates out there, the majority of your list still does not see any one particular email.
Right, exactly. So
that's why we send multiple emails out over the course of days.
If somebody opens something and they're like, I already bought this, they're not going to get mad at you. Like if I send you an email and you opened it and we're like, hey, I already bought this, would you get mad at me? You'd be like, screw you, Devon, I'm never going to open an email from you again. Like, no. So just ask yourself how you would probably respond in that instance where you opened an email from somebody and you had already bought the product. How would you respond? Would you get mad? Probably not. So I wouldn't worry about it. Like I get emails from Russell Bunson telling me to buy ClickFunnels. Like, no, I already have it. So
what's the best way to go about traffic, free or paid? I've seen a lot of debate about this.
Yeah, no, I don't think there is a debate. So number one, they both have their roles, but let me explain something to you guys. Very important thing to understand. If free traffic were as easy and as fast as we would all like it to be, then what would be the purpose of paid traffic? Think about that. If I could just go and get unlimited clicks from YouTube in 10 seconds with virtually no effort, why would paid traffic even exist? It wouldn't, but paid traffic does exist. Why? Because it's faster, it's more scalable, it's legit. If you're driving traffic from Facebook or something like that, it's super legit. Or YouTube, it's super legit traffic. You can do more controlling and testing. You can segment, you can target. That's why paid traffic exists. Use paid traffic. Paid traffic costs money and no time. I'm oversimplifying. Free traffic costs time and knowledge. In order for you to generate, like I used to be in the dating advice niche, and we put up a bunch of videos on YouTube and then we SEO'd these videos. But then again, I knew what the hell I was doing. And I ended up getting really quality traffic from YouTube, but that took months to do before I started seeing any results. So it's not an either or, it's an and both. But do not go into this thinking that you're going to just, oh, I'm going to join this thing for free. I'm going to drop a bunch of free traffic. I'm going to get rich, because you're not, because you don't know what the hell you're doing. That's why paid traffic exists. Because in the amount of time it takes to order some paid traffic. Like if you're a 12-minute affiliate member, you can go into your members area, click on order traffic, and it'll take you 2 minutes. It's like ordering a pizza. Or you could spend the next 2 weeks trying to figure out how to create and upload videos to YouTube and finally get one up and get it SEO optimizer and all this crap and end up getting 10 visitors from that video over the course of the next month. Am I telling you that that's bad? No, I'm telling you that if you're going to do free, it's going to take a while and some knowledge. So yeah. Howard?
Yeah, give me just a second. What is the purpose, or let me start over. What is the other purpose of building a list as a business when nobody buys my affiliate offers for months? It costs me several dollars per lead on average. How can I survive if I keep on buying leads for this much cost and no revenues? It does not make sense if I throw in affiliate offers and pray if somebody converts, just to build a list and a relationship.
So number one, this is a numbers game. Number two, again, so whenever somebody says, here's what typically happens when somebody says, Devon, I did something and it didn't work. Typically what happens is they did it once, or the amount of time that they did it is not very much. Yeah, those are the two main things, right? Or they're trying to shortcut everything. That's typically what happens. So the purpose of, like, what I'm telling you is not anything that I invented. This has been tried and true for before I was even born. So like, I'm not telling you anything new. I'm not telling you anything that isn't proven already, not by me, but by literally everybody else. So this is not a new concept. If the concept is not working, then it's for a couple of reasons. Number one, you just started doing it. Number two, you know, I could, and this is the why it's impossible to answer some of these questions. The email address you could be sending from could be like money sexy, you know, kitten69now@gmail.com, in which case every single email is going into spam, and or at hotmail.com, and every single email is going into spam, in which case you are never going to make a dime. But I don't know that unless I look at your business. But the general idea or the general principle of building an audience and creating a relationship with that audience is nothing new. That's the point. So what I would suggest is if you're struggling, that's where one-on-one coaching comes in. That's why we offer one-on-one coaching with people like Howard for our 12-minute affiliate members. But get a human being who knows what they're doing to look at it, because I can't tell you the number of times I've looked at one of my students' things and seen the issue just like that. Just instantly, boom, saw the issue. So get some one-on-one help. Does that answer question, Howard?
Yes, I think so.
All right.
And let's see, what can a person do to do affiliate marketing if they cannot get a ClickBank account?
And try Warrior Plus or try JVZoo, or go find something. There are other places to become an affiliate. Like, let's say you're in some network marketing program. That's affiliate marketing, right? There are other affiliate networks out there. You don't have to use ClickBank. I use ClickBank, but you don't have to use ClickBank. Like, I don't have a PayPal account right now, so I can't get paid via PayPal, right? It's the biggest pain in the butt. It sucks. But I find other solutions. The point is that there's not just one way to skin a cat. If you don't have ClickBank, if you can't use ClickBank, use something else. Use Warrior Plus.
Okay, so how would we go about getting approval from vendors to allow us to promote their products on Warrior Plus and JVZoo?
Gotcha. Good question. So just quick side note. On Warrior Plus and JVZoo, you have to ask permission in order to promote something. In ClickBank, you generally speaking don't have to ask permission in order to promote something. Now, on Warrior Plus and JVZoo, what you have to do is you have to think about it from the eyes of the person who owns the product. So here's the problem. If I own a product and it's on Warrior Plus and you want to promote it, the worst thing that you can do is go order 50,000 visitors for $12. Because what you're going to do is you're going to send all this fake traffic to my site and nobody's going to buy anything. And it's going to make it look like my product does not convert well. And I'm going to be mad at you. And so as a product owner, I'm scared that you're going to send crappy traffic. I'm scared that you're going to do something untoward or do something idiotic that's going to hurt my business. Because on places like JVZoo and Warrior Plus, how well my product is converting is a signal to other affiliates that they want to promote it. Which is why some people who own products on places like Warrior Plus and JVZoo won't let you promote if you're brand new. The way to get around that sometimes is to, whenever you ask for permission, you tell them exactly who you are and you tell them exactly how you're going to promote. Hey, Devon Brown here. I'm new to promoting on Warrior Plus. I've got an email list of 10,000 I've got an email list in Aweber of 1,000 people in the Make Money Online niche. I only plan on promoting your product via my email list to make sure that I send the most quality traffic. If you have any questions, or if you need to contact me, or if you need a screenshot or anything to prove that I'm telling the truth, here's my email, here's my phone number. If you sent me that, then I'm like, okay, well, this person might be legit. So the question is, basically what you have to do is tell the person whose product you want to promote that you're going to do it the right way. Tell them you're going to use only email traffic. You're going to email your list, that you have a list in that niche, and that's the only way you plan on promoting it, and that you care about their stats.
All right, another question. In Aweber, can you just make a list and not a campaign?
Yeah, absolutely. You can just create the list and then not have any follow-up messages, and then just have people opt into the list.
Just send broadcast messages.
Yeah, and then just send broadcasts to them. Yeah, you can do that.
It'd probably be a good idea to have one follow-up message, and that's your campaign right there. Right. Just so they get that immediate welcome from you right after they sign up.
Yeah, Howard took the words right out of my mouth. So what I would do in that instance is I would create the list. right? And then I would have one message that says something like, welcome, here's the information you requested in the subject line. Hey, thanks for opting into learning more about X, Y, and Z. My name is Devon Brown. Thank you for opting into my list. If you need more information on me, click here. That's what I might do, and send them to a free video of me so that they get to know me, like me, and trust me, or hate me and get off my list, whatever. Yeah, that's what I would do. And then
why do you not seem to care if somebody hates you and gets off your list?
That's a great question, Howard. So understand a couple of things. Your job is not to please everybody. And that's not going to happen to anybody. If somebody doesn't want to be on your list, that's okay. Don't get hurt by it. Because you're not. People are going to get off. Here, let me just tell you some realities of this game. People are going to unsubscribe from your list. They just are. People are going to send you nasty emails. Sometimes they just are. I can probably check my email right now and find 3 or 4 people who have cussed me out from follow-up messages that my autoresponder actually sent in a campaign. Like, I already told you I wasn't effing interested. Get the hell away from me. And like the unsubscribe button is right there. And I just click the unsubscribe button for them. It's just going to happen. If you let it bother, like the first time it happened to me, I wrote the person an email back. I was like, F you opted in on this date. And if you want to, no. And I realized that I was going to have a heart attack by the time I was 27. I was like, that's stupid. And so, look, some people are going to hate you. Like, it's okay. Some people are going to hate you because you're skinny, or you're fat, or you're black, or you're white, or you're a woman, or you're a man, or whatever, or you're a dog person and they like cats. They're going to find some reason to hate you. Don't worry about it.
How to create valuable content to send to your list, to our list.
If you want to create valuable content to send to your list, what I would do is I love video. I'll just tell you my strategy. I make a video answering the question that people either ask me or that I wish I had the answer to. So I wish I had the answer to this. I go and I find the answer, and then I make a video sharing the answer. And then I post it on Facebook, and then I email my list to go watch my video on Facebook. And now my list is now friends with me, or they're following me on Facebook. And now they like me better. That's what I do. I just literally, I love video the best, and I think it's the best way to create a relationship. And I just answer questions. That's it. Or I share resources. Like literally, there are times I don't have it. Or like, for example, like I'll make a list. Oh, here we go. So I'll be like, hey guys, what's up? Devon Brown here. Just got this book, Traffic Secrets from Russell Brunson. I don't know if you know Russell yet, or if you haven't checked this book out yet, but it's super, super awesome. I just wanted to tell you about this book. If you haven't got it, check it out. Check it out. It's one of my favorites. Matter of fact, let me give you some other books to check out. Go buy The Go-Giver. That's one of my favorite books. I'll include a link below. It's not even my affiliate link. Go buy The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. That's another great book. Have you read The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F by Mark Manson? I highly recommend that. I don't have an affiliate link for it, but go check it out, right? This is just me sharing stuff with you, and now you like me for sharing stuff with you. And if you've read any of those books, then we have that in common, and you like me better. So I hope that makes sense. Does that answer the question, Howard? I hope.
Yeah, I've got another one here. I was scanning through. Just a moment.
Cool. We'll stay on until 3:45. We got 10 more minutes, and then we're going to wrap it because we've been on the phone for a while. But hopefully this is helpful. If this is helpful, if you guys are enjoying us hanging out, type in the chat. Let me know. I got a lot of you guys who are still on this damn call.
What do you think of traffic sellers who are guaranteeing leads and not clicks?
I am curious as to how they are. So just for a second, I want you to think about something. When that's awesome, Edward. Go poop. When you go to a page and the page asks you to opt in, are you guaranteed to opt in? No, you're not. So, I mean, I don't know how and what they're doing. So yeah, they could be doing some crappy stuff. And especially if it sounds too good to be true, sometimes it is. Unless they've proven themselves, then unless you're buying from somebody who you know is legit. Like I've done things where I was guaranteeing opt-ins before, but like that was some like super advanced stuff and I knew what the heck I was doing. And I needed to go in and set stuff up for people. If somebody just wants me to send traffic to an affiliate link or to an opt-in page link, and I don't know, I would test it, but I'm skeptical of stuff like that. but test it. And just because somebody's opting in, it doesn't mean it's a real person opting in, right? Like I could have 100 people on my list. I could be friends with 100 people. Like, hey guys, whenever I post a link, go opt into this link. Go opt into this page. Stay on the list for 5 days and then opt out. I'm not saying they're doing that, but I could do that. I could set something like that up right now. I could say, hey guy, I could set up with in my Facebook group, say, hey guys, once a week I'm going to post a link in here. It's an opt-in page. Just go opt in and then immediately opt out. So yeah. Be careful with that stuff is all I would say. Try it. And if you get sales in, you know that shit is more real.
Okay, so here's a question that probably a lot of people are thinking.
Sure.
One person did ask, how much budget should I have to get more than 10,000 per month? I don't know if they mean 10,000 subscribers or $10,000 income per month. Also, can we use Messenger opt-in as compared to email opt-in on Aweber?
So a couple of things with regard to Messenger. I'm not a Messenger bot expert. I know some people who are killing it with Messenger bots, and I would say do both. If you have a way of if you know how to drive like Facebook traffic to a Messenger bot, and then have the Messenger bot talk to somebody, and then still get them on an email list, I would do that. If you know how to do that, I would do that. So I would do both, and not make it an either or. But what was the question? Oh, how much money? I have no earthly idea. I have none. I have no earthly idea. I have no earthly idea what niche you're in. I have no earthly idea the quality of the traffic you're driving. So often in this entrepreneur game, we want definite answers, and there are none. Let me just go ahead and just tell you guys, I don't know what your opt-in rate's going to be. I have no freaking clue. I don't know what your click-through rate's going to be. I have no stinking clue. I don't know how much it's going to cost you to put 100 people on your list. I don't know. I mean, I can guess at this stuff, assuming a bunch of different factors, but it's going to be different for everybody. So I don't know how much it's going to cost you to make $10,000 a month. Depends on what you're doing. Like, let me give you an example here. I have somebody who runs Facebook ads for me, and that's like all she does full time, because I'm not even going to try to do it myself, because Facebook is just a pain in the butt. It's super hard. It's super hard to do because they shut down accounts left and right. So I don't even mess with it, right? I just stick to solo ads because there's no rules with solo ads. But so I've got this girl, and she's driving Facebook traffic for me, and she's driving this Facebook traffic, and one campaign is getting opt-ins at $3 a pop. Campaign number 2 is getting opt-ins at $1 a pop, $1 a lead, $1 an opt-in or $1 a lead. And then the third campaign, she happened to just hit the nail on the head. We're getting opt-ins for 55 cents or something like that. But then the whole account got shut down. So the answer is, I have no earthly idea. It's not, there's no specific amount of money. You need to enter this with the idea of, I know building an audience, building my list works. I know being consistent emailing people works. I know consistency works. So let me just be consistent, right? Like, how many seeds do you have to plant in order to get 100 trees? Well, the answer is not 100. It's not. The answer is way more than 100, because when you put the seeds down in the ground, sometimes the seeds are going to fall on rock, and sometimes a bird's going to eat the seed, and sometimes it's going to be a drought. So I don't know, but what I do know is that if you're consistent planting those seeds, then eventually you'll get to 100 trees. And so come at it from that perspective. Just be consistent.
So let's talk about list for a moment.
Okay.
Because a question here says, can I have different email lists for different niches? So we might need to identify why you would want to do that and why you should do that.
Sure. So yeah, you can absolutely have different email lists for different niches. Let me share my screen again real quick. So when I come into my Aweber here, that I need to update the credit card on, these are called lists, right? These are all lists. And this list could be, make money online list number 1, right? This could be make money online list number 2. This could be weight loss list number 1. This could be weight loss list number 2. right? The point is that I can have like this list here can be my make money online business for all intents and purposes. This can be my weight loss business. Now, if I'm being honest with you guys, if you're just starting out, start off with one. Focus on one. Get good at one. As I said at the very beginning of this call, more is not better. More is not better. Get good at one. Just get good at one. But yeah, so because like your business, quote unquote, is the number of people here and the number of people you're communicating with and how responsive those people are and how much those people buy. So if I want to talk to my make money online people, that's this list. If I want to talk to my weight loss people, that's this list that I can just come up here and choose which list I want to talk to. Okay, from this drop down up here, which just mimics what's going on down here. Does that, Howard, did you want to add anything to that?
No, I think you covered that.
Okay, so yeah, you can have different lists for different businesses. Absolutely. Like you can have 100 million different lists for 100 million different businesses, but don't be like more is better. Just start with one.
Well, I will add one thing. And if I'm repeating what you said, I apologize. I was typing an answer.
That's right.
The reason for having different lists for different niches is so you're not mailing a weight loss offer to somebody who's looking to make money online.
Correct.
Or mailing a make money online offer to somebody who's interested in personal development.
Right.
So that's the main reason. You want to separate them out by niche. You can always narrow down later if you want to, but to keep it simple, definitely separate by niche.
Right. So if this is my make money online list, then I choose this list, right, by clicking on it, and then when I go to send a broadcast message or whatever, then I make sure that I'm sending broadcast messages to this list that have to do with make money online. If this is my weight loss list, then this is the list that I choose. And then I send messages to this list with regard to losing weight. And I don't send them make money online offers because that's not why they opted in. Okay. What else we got, Howard?
Hang on just a moment.
And we're going to wrap up in just a little bit, guys. We keep going late, but you guys keep asking questions, which is cool. Like, I don't know the last time I've gotten a chance to like answer so many questions from so many people. So this is cool. I'm just hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, there's a question here about push traffic and how do you see this source?
Push notification traffic. I think what you're talking about, you know what? I'm not going to comment on that because I don't screw with that. Here's the short answer to that. If I don't know the answer, is to test, right? So I can create a list. I can go into my Aweber, I can create a list, right? Called, push traffic opt-ins, right? And then I can drive push traffic to that push traffic opt-in list. So let's say, I'm making this up. Let's say that, lost my train of thought. Let's say that I have let's say that that same affiliate product that I was promoting, right? That webinar that I was promoting that we did in the demo an hour ago. And I'm driving solo ad traffic to it, and that's cool. But I want to test push traffic notification. I can literally create a new list, just call it 12-minute webinar push traffic, name the list that, and then drive all my push traffic to that. And I can see if my open rates are higher. I can see if the open rates on the follow-ups are higher. I can see if they're getting more clicks. Somebody said a good source of vetted paid traffic. Hey, by the way, real quick, guys, if you guys have a source of good traffic, like Kevin, is it? Kevin just posted in. Kevin said there's something called Clickonomy by Onyx Singal. Try this. Try Clickonomy. I'm copying that. I'm writing that down. Because Lord knows I don't know all the damn answers. Try Clickonomy by Onyx Singal. How much money do I make by telling you that? Nothing. I don't care if it helps you, then high five. Howard, write down Clickonomy for me, please, as well.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So anywho, I hope that makes sense. So like create an idea, create a list just for your push traffic and see how the hell it works. And if it works well, and you're like, oh my God, I'm getting so many opt-ins. My normal open rate is 7%. But for my push traffic, my open rate is 13%. Then just double and triple down. Here's the thing. You're going to be like a professional baseball player. And here's what I mean by that. A really good professional baseball player, when they go up to hit the ball, they strike out or they fail at what they're trying to do 7 out of 10 times. They only succeed 3 out of 10 times, right? When I do a promotion, I might only succeed 3 out of 10 times. But when you find something that works, you double down on it, you triple down on it, right? So like Russell Brunson has this saying, he's like, you're only one funnel away. Like the vast majority of funnels that Russell Brunson puts up fail miserably. He knows what he's doing, right? And he fails miserably. But he knows that if he just finds one, he's only one funnel away. If he finds one that works, when you find it, you double down on it, you triple down on it, and that's where you make up, right? So a professional baseball player only has to be good 3 out of 10 times in order to make millions of dollars. It's the same idea here. Like expect to suck, especially at first. What else we got?
I think we're caught up.
Cool. And somebody said, yeah, get good at one. Exactly. Clickonomy is great. Cool. We might take a look at Clickonomy. Oh, well, thank you, Priscilla. That was very kind of you. I'm single, ladies. I need to stop flirting on this thing. All right. So we are way past the 2-hour mark, but what I will say is I've absolutely enjoyed our time together. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Hopefully this will end up being live on Facebook. If you see this video on Facebook, here's what I'll ask. Here's how you can pay me back. Because again, I don't have anything to sell you. Here's what you can do. If you have gotten value out of this, then when you see it live on Facebook, share the link with other people that you know would get use out of this. This would be helpful for. That's the first thing I would say. Number one, if you see this on Facebook, share the Facebook link in groups. Just give it to people for free, right? Help people with it. That's the first thing. Second thing, if you want help with this, join 12-Minute Affiliate. Go to 12minuteaffiliate.net or .com or .whatever and go join 12-Minute Affiliate, and we'll help you out with that as well. Howard, one more time, can you paste that link? The step-by-step instructions of how we did everything, the overview, we're going to paste that in the chat one more time, and we're going to paste that in Facebook one more time for anybody who missed it. And then the third thing that you can do is actually use this stuff. Like, do what I said and don't overcomplicate it, and get good at sucking and just swing the bat. And Devon, I put up an opt-in page according to your directions, but I think the ad copy sucked. High five. Way to go. I don't care if the ad copy sucked. The important thing is that you put up the page. And Devon, I sent an email blast to my list, and I'm not sure that you did it the right way, that I did it the right way. Great. High five. We'll fix it later. You're taking action, and that's the important thing. So the biggest thing that you can do is take whatever we went over here and actually use it. Use it. Okay? That's what I want you to do. Just use it. The biggest payback for me will be when one of you posts under this video that I did this, that you did it and you made money. And when you make money, I don't see any of that money. You sell a product on Warrior Plus, I don't see a dime of that. But I will be so freaking ecstatic if you do, because that means you actually implemented it. So that's all we got. You all rock. Thank you so much. Howard, thank you for hanging out with us during this time. Cool. Wanda is single as well. Awesome. Wanda and I are going out on a date. I'm kidding. I need to stop flirting. I'm horrible. Like when I'm on stage emceeing, like I gotta like consciously not flirt with the audience. It's horrible. Anywho, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for being here. Go implement what you've learned, and I will talk to you guys soon. Stay safe during all this coronavirus stuff that's going on. Stay safe. Stay at home. Lysol yourself or whatever you got to do. Nothing but love for you and your family. You guys rock. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.